Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to this nation, Liberia. Don't let no Liberia, it's like the sun. Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to this nation, Liberia.
Oh yes, Bitz is a team that opens and closes bits and pieces. On the voice of Liberia 104.1. And this is a Monday.
The Declaration of Independence was signed in 1847.
Today is the 9th day of the month of December 2024. A confusion Monday afternoon on Capitol Hill. Lawmakers brutalized by the Liberian National Police. Under the instruction of Gregory Cooper. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and seek my face, I, Jehovah God, Jehovah Elohim, Jehovah Teskenu, Jehovah Jireh, will look down from heaven and see their face and resolve their cases, resolve their problems. Kingdom will come to the light. Let's keep the peace. What is happening on Capitol Hill, man? What is happening on Capitol Hill? Arise and take your place. Welcome to the guys who joined us already. George Wai, thanks for the show, Mr. Jala Grayfield, Rudolph Lemon. I'm watching live from Nima County, Banin Town, this is number 8. Ruben S. W. Tupa said, good afternoon, big brother Jala Grayfield in Fossil, Liberia. I'm watching live from Logan Town, Vicky Sport. Lincoln Kamel says, I'm watching from Kakaka City. Opi O'Neill Johnson watches me from somewhere in Doe community. Amara Jala Kamara watching me from somewhere around Imanuvia. Mohammed Maraman J. Sharif. Good afternoon, Jala Grayfield. I'm watching you from a money-dedicated intellectual forum in Jacobtown. St. Francis Community. Eating has become an achievement on a Baka leadership. Where is the Rudolph Lemon says, where is the Constitution of Liberia?
One nation.
George Watkins Studio. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm following from a comfort zone in this number 3 Monterey County, Liberia. Keep coming with your text messages. Keep listening. The best is yet to come. These are the issues we're following this afternoon. We'll have a time to talk about them up to 5 o'clock. And I have one representative coming from the minority block. By the time I get confirmation from him, he'll come, I will announce the name. Majority lawmakers, the majority black lawmakers on Capitol Hill, they suspect the ruling of the Supreme Court on returning to status quo ante post budget hearing on Capitol Hill. As the Liberian National Police brutalized lawmakers from the cover block, one person, Luther Collins, is hospitalized. You know the man who announced that they gave him bribe of 15,000. It's not 25 or 15,000. The man who announced in Babylon County that he was giving bribe. He was beaten today by the police on Capitol Hill. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, the invited speaker, may I say that way, has announced to Liberians around the world that Luther Collins was beaten by the police today. And I saw them shoving and shoving the man you get called back on Capitol Hill today. it was a stand-up, very strong stand-up today, as members of the executive branch of government who appeared before the managerial block were in fear. They waged them off in the office of Thomas Fala, my uncle. I don't know how it ended, but they had some conversation. I listened to Spoon FM. They had a conversation in the place, and they had a budget, some conversation. I heard the ARA guy talking about revenue they have gathered already. Assistant human rights lawyer Tewan Gonglo described the executive branch of government recognition of the Nigeria bloc as treasonable. He says it's a treason against the country, and the man who acquires that is as president. It means Wakai is aiding and abetting what's happening on Capitol Hill. In Bado Hospital, for the Kofa expressed disappointment in the executive branch. It's the executive branch of government action to recognize the Nigeria bloc in the Soul Saga after the Supreme Court has ruled. He said, I'm extremely disappointed. This is a tyranny in the worst form. In Bado speaker, for the Kofa says that. They represent the Marvin Cole other B-roll drums. If they want war, we'll get them war. If they want peace, we'll get them peace. Why really did he mean that? Is it a political war or a bullet war? We shall talk about that. Why is Liberia contracting Turkish company to renovate its airport? What is a security concern? And what are the concerns of the Liberian people? What is the link of this company called Al-Bayrak? What is it linked to? Former Guinean president was toppled by the junta. We're getting reports that some of the junta members, especially the president of Guinea now, the junta leader, is uneasy after hearing this news that Liberia is contracting a Turkish company that has been a former President Conte to do work in Liberia. The proceeds for the work that being done in Liberia by the Turkish government is shared with the Guinean former president, which the junta in Guinea doesn't see very fit. They are concerned. Where is Liberia headed? We shall talk about them. But first, I will take a break and recognize some of the guys who join us. Then we'll go to our talking points. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill for the minority bloc, they feel that they've been neglected by the executive. After the Supreme Court ruled, go back to status quo ante. Why are they changing constitution or the rules of the legislature? Let me welcome Mr. Ruben Eseri Topa. Good afternoon, Big Brother Charles Grayfield. I'm watching you from Logan Town Vacant Spot. Lincoln Camille watching me from Kakata City. OP Oni Johnson, yes, I welcome you earlier. OP Amara Jala Kamara watching from Brussels. Good afternoon, Brussels Liberia family. I'm calling live from Brussels. Liberia is bleeding, he says. Oh yes, Mohammed Maraman Sharif Araya coming earlier. Watching my Francis Johnson, he says. Pete Witter, Heavenly J, keep being the best. Clarence Obachi Dware. Wow, where are we headed as a country? Good afternoon, people of Jala. My Yaman son Chichirico. Good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. What is going on with the peace and the police in our country? Andrew Esquire Jr., Progressive Andrew writes, by of the time in 2018 during the George Weah government, the Liberian people were seeing Mr. George Weah using their money to rebuild all of his old houses, making them new Now in 2014, under Joseph Boakai, government, the Liberian people are seeing President Boakai using his own money, using that money to build them a good road. Thanks to journalist Mr. Abraham Andrew Esquire. I'm watching from somewhere in Africa and Europe. It's my Yaman son Titorito. Murray Diman Jr. said, good afternoon, Boston, Liberia. I'm following you from New Georgia Johnson Japan Freeway. Why Jimenez Molba said, good afternoon, Boston, Liberia. Watching from Tuba Village. Thanks for the show. Emmanuel J. Molba. Watching from Puebla, Roman, young brother, how are you? How is a brother man, Jeremy Bryant? Jeremy B. Bryant, the brother man. I dedicate a show to the man called Jeremy B. Bryant, on Living. The credit manager, I Living. Nathan Cameron Jr. I'm following from Conakry, Guinea, keep it up. Benedict Sherman, 14 years of senseless war. The same things that brought the war in this country is repeating itself. Wow. Let me go back and get this one again. Let me go back. Jamalia Johnson, watching from 12th Street Single. Matthew Abba Antochie, found from Kuwait Market Douala, Leviticus Woman, senior politician, the eminent citizen of Maggie County, is watching from the ministerial complex. Man, young man, why you go by the name again? They say, we were saying Papa Fozo, we were deported to Sanaburi, the vice president for human resources at the Lima University, Leviticus Pay 1. My dear young brother, Leviticus woman, welcome. Benedict Sherman, LP beating on lawmakers. My country is bleeding on this government. For Fana King, watching us somewhere. Why David Gibler has joined us from somewhere around the Manjua market. Opi Oni Johnson, good afternoon. I joined the conversation with the community. Welcome to the show, every one of you. It is just 2:30, and I'll rumble to my conversation. If you have any concerns, send in. I'll read them for you later. Abraham S.K. Gotolo, follow me from somewhere, I don't know where it's following me from. But send your comments, I'll read them for you on this beautiful Monday afternoon. I think you need to adjust this camera because you are cutting off my whole head. And so you're coming, reset the camera. So today, he has begun a rowdy scene on the grounds of the Capitol. This follows last week ruling of the Supreme Court, where the court said go by the standard court and you need to go back and do the same thing you have done before. The court ruled, but contrary to the court rule, there have been some people in other areas who are non-lawyers, who are interpreting the Supreme Court's ruling more than the lawyers themselves. But thank God, I listened last night to Tewang Bungalow on one of the stations in Monrovia. He was cleared. And he said, what is happening on Capitol Hill is uncalled for. The majority of black lawmakers were ruled against. Those were his statement last night. Meaning that the guys who come back under the cover of Fanatic Cover to do legislative business. Earlier on, Cephas, Serena Cephas, former Solicitor General of Liberia, came and said, the Fanatic Cover black was in the wrong. They didn't rule in that favor. He appeared again last night and said, they rule in favor of them. These are two lawyers with different characteristics. They have different understanding of the law. But to the concur last night, when they spoke to Spoon, they said the guys were not in the wrong. Fanatic Cover had won a case at the Supreme Court. But one thing that this man called Tewang said, a human rights lawyer, he said, He was waiting to see today if members of the majority bloc are respected by the executive, where the president of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai, will allow these people from the executive branch of government to appear before the majority bloc and do business and present the administration agenda on budgetary allocation of what the budget is. And surely today, they appeared. There was a standoff at the Capitol building where Thomas Bromson, who is a deputy for administration, now Mr. Deputy for budget, came. When she saw the crowd on Capitol Hill, she couldn't stand it. She almost escaped. But what we saw was she disembarked again for her car. While she was leaving, she disembarked. We saw a strong police force going for her. They brought her down for a vehicle. They carried her to the deputy speaker's office. They sat there for some time while listening to one of the radio stations. They were doing legislative business. While they were in, some of their colleagues were being beaten. Do you know the man who said he was given bribe of 25,000, 15,000 rather, and after he votes, they will gain 10,000. That scholar was beaten today. That is an elderly lawmaker from Baku County. He is a husband of the former Police Minister Honor George Weah. Ruth Coker Collins' husband. He was beaten today, and I'm told he's in a hospital. But what I'm surprised about is legislative politicking or parliamentary politicking around the world. You don't see police officers around. You don't see members of the security apparatus around the area where they are. They fight, they fix blow, use their fists and punch at each other, they throw chairs as you see. But contrary to what is happening on Capitol Hill, to see the presence of the police on Capitol Hill, it tells anyone and anyone anywhere that, again, the executive is in support of what's happening on Capitol Hill. That is why this man called Tewan Governor said last night, he said, this is treasonable. It is a treason against our country, against our laws of the country. He said, I will express, look, if it happened tomorrow, I will be so disappointed in the Joseph Numa Boakai government. And you know that Tewan Governor was one of those who supported Boakai right in the second round. He ran to be president. He didn't win, so he gets support of Boakai. And we has hope that if Joseph Numa Boakai wins the election, there will be a transformation in Liberia. Those things didn't happen before, it can happen today or tomorrow, on Boakai in 1 year or 2. But he said, see what I'm saying today on Capitol Hill, or before yesterday, what I'm saying on Capitol Hill before with this fight with Fanadik Kofa and SYC, it means that our constitution is on question. It is treasonable. That is what he said. Let me welcome Nico Say, watching from somewhere in Palatown community where is Liberia headed, he says. CDC Papi Sources Cater for Life, watching him from somewhere, he says. God have mercy on GMB Liberia first, he said there. Benedict Sherman, President Joseph Boakai has been exposed, sad time, he said. And so, what is happening in Capitol Hill? I'm just explaining what lawyers are saying. Constitutional lawyers, lawyers who are from the other side, they understand the law from a different side, but they're the ones speaking. I'm not a lawyer. I will not pretend to be a lawyer. What blocked me from going to the law school is because of vision problem. I've gone to that law school, wherever that law school was in. I didn't read more than 2 hours, 3 hours because of some problems. But I don't want to go to law school because that law school, it takes a lot of reading. I can read. If I can write more than 25 paragraph story, 25, 30 paragraphs, I can read them every time, understand it. But then again, there are different things. So I'm not a lawyer, and I would not pretend to be one of the lawyers in this country. But this is what happened. So contrary to the Supreme Court's ruling, The guys are interpreting it from different spheres. And because I'm not a lawyer, I would not say it was in the interest of the majority bloc or against the majority bloc. But judging from the statement coming from this old man called Tewan Gongo, the anti-corruption giant, it tells me that what he said and what Councillor Sifa said yesterday, it is true that the guys on the south and the Dukofa won this case in the Supreme Court. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm saying this is what they said. So if these constitutional lawyers or human rights lawyers come and say this thing, then I believe what they're saying. So I would interpret it in my own way. So this is the vice president of the ECOWAS Court in Nigeria. He's been around European bar, and deputy or assistant or whatsoever, deputy vice chair for the European bar, way before Georgia became president. So if these lawyers are experiencing or explaining the Constitution to us in this way, why am I not to believe what he's saying? Unless there is a contrary view from other lawyers who say, no, it's not true. Roseman, welcome. I don't want to believe that it is so. So what they said, I believe what they said, that this Supreme Court ruled in the favor of the minority bloc. So it was ruled in the minority bloc favor, while the lawmakers from the majority bloc headed by a very erudite lecturer at the Universal Library, Accounting Kung, saying that this is in their favor. Today they had a meeting. They should have had a meeting in the joint chambers, but I'm told there is no renovation whatsoever. So they met in the Deputy Speaker's office, where they ushered in Minister of Finance people, ARA people, and SYC. The Sire Arm called the roll, and then they prayed, and they had business there. But while they were in the session, there was offers outside. So lawmakers from the top block was being beaten. They were being beaten by them. As ever, what happened with Collins, the Collins, the owner from Bible County, who exposed the other side and said he received 50,000, he was promised additional 10,000 after he should have voted in favor of the majority bloc. I saw a scoffer begin with a pull down, and that of the other. I saw police beating somebody, I know who the person was. But they made a beat, imagine more than 8, 9 police officers back with the hand, beating somebody in the legislature. I don't know what part of it was, but in the chambers, but outside the corridor. They beat somebody, beating people, you know, about you better smile, the other smaller than they never have anything strong. They get to the house, they get again, and see, but I guess I mean, it is about it. So, if that guy is a good person that speaks to that down, then there's a very good. I really saw it. I saw people beating human being that. I mean, there was a police officer beating the person. It's just unfair on the as a man. One thing I know as a journalist, being around for 24 years, what followed in the national media stuff, I was in Liberia when the case became right up in the back in the West Florida. I was there in the business school. But I teamed up with journalists from Nairobi. One of my professors was the former Minister of Information, Dr. Peter Okoye. I teamed up with them because I feel like I would know the Kenyan politics I watch. So I was in that vehicle to talk about Kenya for the fire. They came in Kisumu, to LRI, they came into to the city of Mombasa. I was supposed to be with them, but I don't understand how to black with them. So I saw how the politics look like in that country. But in other parliaments around the world, when disagreement ensues, what happened? Lawmakers in session, They will insult each other. They will fight. They will blow. They will take and then they throw cheers on each other. I saw a situation in I think it was in Somalia where a female parliamentarian was feeding her baby. She kept her baby in the chambers. She was feeding her baby when there was a scuffle in that place, and you found that God only helped that woman to escape with one daughter from the chamber because they were throwing stone, not stone, but chairs, and she escaped with that child. So if there's a political situation on Capitol Hill where lawmakers on different divides are opposing each other, why do you assign police officers to go there? So are the police only for one group of people? It makes people to ask questions. Then what is going on? So when it comes to the issue where Kofa and his block are on Capitol Hill, you didn't see police officer there. By the time they announced that the other majority block go in there, you see huge personal police officers. What is going on? We cannot divide our country the way it's going. We cannot divide this country the way it's going. We can't divide this country. This country is a sweet land of liberty. But judging from Council Bongo's comment last night, and what he just thought about last night is what happened today. That the majority lawmakers headed by Honorable Kuhn assembled, and they held session, they listened to budget deliberations. So it means that their secretary has acquiesced and is supporting the majority bloc. So he sees this as a treason against the Constitution. That's what he thinks. That's what he thinks. So what about the Supreme Court ruling? Who interprets this law before, after they have ruled? Nobody else interprets it because the Supreme Court is the highest arbiter of justice. The only place you can go now to hear another one is go to Jesus Christ in heaven. Say, Papa Jesus, I come. The Lord said, the one by the post said, they has been the well in our country. So I've come to heaven to ask you to please interpret this one. But Jesus Christ, when I come from heaven to interpret the law, it's the people who make the law who can interpret. The people who are the law, who are holding the law in their hands, they are the ones who are interpreting this law. The Chief Justice, Senator Rubio, and all the other 4 justices of the Supreme Court, they are the ones. So if they ruled in this case, and lawyers representing both sides say, we have won. That whatever Gongolo said, Sifor said, they said, this is in the interest of the minority. And majority bloc goes there, they go and have a session, and then everything then becomes an issue of concern. I will not express anything against them. I will not express disdain or their situation at Capitol Hill. I mean, both sides, whether it's the majority or the minority. But I come with peace to explain this to the Liberian people to understand that these things are happening on Capitol Hill, and if it is not taken care of, this country will go into a long confusion. How does the President, His Excellency, Baka goes to the Capitol in January to have a State of the Nation address when these things are happening on Capitol Hill? I listened to my young brother Kole, Representative Kole. He said, we say we're going to renovate the place, but this was the chambers they were in before. There's a chamber they were in, they said, it's a John Chambers. That's where the president will come, but we're going to make sure it's renovated. He accused one of his friends called Jerry Yabo for destabilizing the place. He went and told the chairs allegedly, he brought the air conditioner, SYC. But they have said they're going to repair those materials that were broken into allegedly. But one thing I saw was what appeared to be a cohesion. I'll read your comments for you. Just keep leaving the comments. I'll read them for you. Don't worry. Just put your comments. I'll read them for Saturday. And don't worry. I'll read the comments. So let me just say it because I'm seeing them. But was the other day when the speaker spoke on Capitol Hill, he announced of some vehicles that were purchased by the legislature, including vehicles that would take legislative staffers from one place to the other. What happened? The Nigeria bloc saw this as an affront to them. They knew who these vehicles were assigned to. They went after them and said, if you are this person called Mr. Jara Griffey, say you get one car, you are the director of procurement. That car you get there, give all the key or else when you get the key, when you become super proper, you don't be there, we'll take the key from you. And you have Mr. Raw Hands, the other press, they say, my man, this key they gave you, Mr. Kova gave you to us. We don't get the key, we'll come, we'll take it Google, we'll take it from the place. The Raw Hands gets angry, not angry, but he gets jittery. He gets afraid to get the key to them. So what they did was that they employed an intimidating style, and they took all the vehicles keys from those who the speaker, in battle speaker, assigned those vehicles to. So today they redistributed the vehicles to the same people who they took it from, because they made these guys, they coerced them into submission. They coerced them into submission, and they submitted themselves, gave all the keys back to them, and those keys were redistributed to them today. Just in a phase to make Fonati irrelevant on Capitol Hill. That's what happened in there. But again, the law is the law. If the executive breaks the law by giving support to members of the majority bloc, if it was ruled in favor of the minority, then it becomes a long haul. I don't see this crisis anytime soon. What happens if the president, if these convictions go on and on and on Capitol Hill? Because I know that the people will come outside. There are people who support both sides. If there are clashes on Capitol Hill, someone gets wounded, someone gets killed there, then it becomes a problem for the country, because you cannot be seeing a law and disrespecting the law that has been passed and being upheld by the Supreme Court. The last I heard was another practice saying we're going by the regroup. That regrouping is promised, they have not done it yet. When does it regroup? In favor of whom? The law remains the law. Where do you want to go to get another law? Let me welcome James Kelly. Henry J, please check the sound. Is anyone outside? Please come and check the sound to know whether this sound is having some problem. Please come and check the sound. Mr. William Dante Wusse, we are rather come and check. CDL Rogers, very bad sound. Please wake up. The Liberian people to the street. Please wake up the Liberian people to the street. If not, there will be no justice. CDL Rogers, please come and check the sound. Who is listening, please come. Let's know whether the sound is okay now. Stephen Nangbe, good afternoon. I'm watching you from Pueblo community. You are disabled friend. Keep up the good work. Mr. Stephen Nangbe, good afternoon. I passed the area on Saturday. I didn't see you around your home. They make you walk about to buy with you. Stephen Nangbe, walk about it. Answer Coleman. I think Council Kufa needs to resign because those guys' mind are made up. Let the country move forward. Nico C. Joseph Walker said, George Mbuya is the small boy to the presidency, but he who is the old man. What happens with his government now? Benediction. Where does, let me see. Where does smoke this fire, he said. Keep that testimony and fill it move on. Hopefully, if all goes well, representative who suppose the profile that have been done already, Madison and Capitol, the Philippines are making a better as Madison. As part of the room, 3 lawmakers from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, but then all the guys are speaking with them. I don't see how the person of the more, it becomes fine, that smoke, there's a smoke, Malabar will come, Seven President will come, and he comes to talk, and let us the 3 of them. The monitor from 3 to 5 o'clock. blacks have been punished more because of the black. And everyone makes it so that they will talk to the person. That's supposed to have it. So let me go to this. So Speaker Kofa is expressing disappointment in the executive branch government. He sees nothing but a tyranny in the worst form. Said, this is tyranny. The president, His Excellency Bwaka, cannot be sitting home and see this country goes down into the drain, or goes down into the mud. You can't put the country under the mud, under the bus. Is anyone listening? Also, please come and look at the sound. Everybody is complaining that there's no sound here. Where is the technician? Kutu, Sao, are you there? Please allow your guys to come in here because our online viewers are saying there's no sound here. Please. Good afternoon, Mr. Grayfield. I think it's time that Mr. Bwaka speak because Kofa remains the speaker. This matter must end. Samson Vani. Good afternoon, Jala. I'm following you from the USA. Hi, Samson Vani. Welcome, my friend and brother. Benedict Sherman. The Constitution is being distracted by the president and those rebel lawmakers. Benedict Sherman says that. Gavin Nimini, we said, good afternoon, big brother Jala. I'm closely following from a residence here in Broadville. Thanks for joining us. Again, SOS call the guys who are outside. Please come in and look at this volume of this video. It's very low. The guys are complaining. So the speaker says, this is the worst tyranny in its history of this country. That the court rules, the highest court in the land rules, and said the guys from the other side of the block should come in and assemble, go back to status quo ante, and the guys are refusing to go back on his cover. He sees this as a tyranny. He comes and says, how dare it be that the lawmakers are here having deliberation among themselves, they have a confusion among themselves. The executive branch government sends police officers on Capitol Hill, they come and beat people and brutalize them, and even beat one of my colleagues who is on my side called Luther Collins. He said Luther Collins was beaten with batons by the police. He was tear gassed by the police. Then he asked the same question I asked about people in the parliaments in everywhere. They fight. The South African parliament, they fight. The Kenyan parliament, they fight. I was fortunate to have gone to the parliament in Kenya in 2008, 2009, 2008. There's a friend called Mlawulatu. You know, Mlawulatu means the eat human being. He knows the coin. He came into the parliament before, and I sat and saw the Kenyan parliament that was tense. While they were trying to find a resolution between the issue between Raila Odinga, who was the prime minister, and Kibaki was the president, election has been held, and Kibaki won the election. He said he won the election, and the other man said he won the election. So it became rowdy. I spent 3 months in Kenya. I couldn't go to school. I get there. So one day I told Father Martin, I said, Father, I'm very, very afraid. I want to go to Liberia. This place is very hot. Yeah, it's very tense. These Kenyans are very wicked. I see people burn the place in Kenya for the life. The man is dying, and no one will come to help him. He said, Jala, you've been in Liberia. You fought war 14 years, 40 years war. You fought. You come here very afraid of people who kill machatis and pangas. He's asking me why you afraid. People carry colors and no weapon in their hand. You want to carry colors, you're afraid. I said, Father, I'm very, very afraid. I want to go back to Liberia. He said, you fought for 14 years. You come here, the guys are fighting just for 2-3 months now. You want to go back to Liberia? I say, yes. The Kenyans have those, they have that very strong tone, you know. I spent 3 months, 4 months, I spent Kiswahili though. But that's how I looked. I saw what happened in Kenya. So I went to the Kenyan parliament by this guy called Nicholas Mulawatu. I went there 2, 3, 4 times. I saw what happened. When it becomes rowdy, the guys will use face, they will blow each other in the place. They'll throw stones, as the stones make chairs. If a woman say, in respect, he said, that's how parliamentary procedures is. Parliamentary politics, I lost that. So I had thought that the police would be refrain, but they said they would refrain from sending police officers to the capital. Let Kofa here, make them meet. When they fight each other, blow each other, they fight somebody, blow the other person, they will know. I saw Kofa trying to hear to just talk to the colleague from the other side. The grand that kind of lawmaker. Don't touch me. He doesn't, that's the normal thing. And Kofa was just laughing. Like I was angry with Kofa laughing. But these are the folks want to see in the legislature. When Marvin Cole, you saw someone fall out, they see each other. They fight, they blow each other, move, and they'll face it. You understand, police officer there? You are the ones making it seem so difficult. I mean, the executive. But it's not yet late. I think Joseph Boakasi has a hand on these lawmakers. If you want a very good country, you must ensure this thing ends peacefully, not in a wrong way, Mr. Boakasi. This is bad. Your government is just less than 1 year. And you are here overseeing a country that is divided in the legislature. Uncle, is that correct? You must take seats on this matter. You are taking seats on this matter ever since when it started, but you all look, you know it. It's coming on your own feet now, on the Buckeye. If it gets explosive and there's no peace here, there will be Liberians in this country will have bigger voices. They start calling for, we'll have Indian government because we're going to area country. Yeah, I think here. There are people here. Other people want to survive in confusion. There are people who call United Nations. It's not the UN in general I'm talking about, but there are people in every country like UN, they want to survive in crisis. There are human rights people in this country. There are people who are just individuals in the country. They believe in crisis. Where crisis exists, they go there and make each of the crisis and make it big, so that they can have a interim administration. They survive only on confusion. These are the UN people talking about in every country. They are here. Do not allow your country to go back into those kind of time where people say, well, interim government, people get in the street, they're being packed up here, and very north in Liberia, like the Hapwa in Senegal all the time. 2 years ago, a man joined the place, there was a problem in Senegal. The guys jumped in the street. In the morning, the women were beating their packed up in their houses. The whole Senegal was very noisy. In the capital, Dakar. And it brought the government to his knees. An international board will come, they talk to the president to have a meeting with these opposition people. You cannot have the cake and eat it, Mr. Boakasi. We've talked and talked and talked. And that's why I say every time, John Griffith, chapter 1, verse 1, let's talk and talk and talk, we'll not fight. Let me welcome Benedict Sherman against the Constitution is being disrespected. Oh, I read that. Gavin Nimini, we said, good afternoon, big brother Jala. I'm closely following from a resident here in Broadville. Asada and Miller, good afternoon, Mr. Greenfield. I'm watching live from Red Light Market. Good to be on the show. Waka is supporting these rebels. It's not time for we, the Liberian people, to stand up against the Waka government. Richard Port, I'm watching for the Road. Samson Vani. In my mind, I believe it's about time the president intervened into this matter to restore peace in the country. Again, I also believe in the president because what happened, I heard James Collette say they're going to invade John Chambers. Do you know there are people who are loyal to Kofatu? They are there. In as much as you're supposed to there when they go there, and there's a class there every other day, they will not renovate that place when the January comes, where does the president go to give a speech? And if he doesn't give the speech in the cabinet building, which is the legislature by law, it becomes a constitutional breach. It becomes a constitutional breach. Let me take a break. I mean, Mr. Kubalaki, thanks. I don't know what the guys are. You called and nobody comes here. The sign is bad, brother. Can you please work on it? Please. Let me take a break. I'm taking a break now to come right now to see if they can work on this thing. Please give me a few minutes. Please give me a few minutes. Let me work on this sound. Oh, this is important. One of our guys is here to look at the live broadcast. Mr. Kubalake, thanks for telling us the sound is low. Everyone who have joined us and said the sound is low. We look at the sound right now. Shatta Robert Goldfever. Shatta Robert Goldfever said, good afternoon, Heavenly J. I'm calling you from Single 16th Street. And so welcome back. If it gets better, let me know. If it's not better, let me know. And we'll still make some adjustments because it's important. So that's what happened again on Capitol Hill. I listened to an audio from Marvin Cole, one of the guys who supports the embattled Speaker Kufa. He has a voice that they've been trending on Facebook everywhere. Marvin Cole is beating war drum. He said he'll bring war when he want war. He'll bring war. So one of my friends, who's the one I call, he posted Marvin Cole's voice and he did a voiceover. I bet he didn't have the entire video, but so he made a picture there. When the man talks, and then the voice is slower than what his mouth is saying. And I went after, I got to know that there were some things he said. Marvin Cole said, I am from the NPP. We saw but he was one of the young activists here, Assistant Secretary General for the CDC. And so he said, Akaras will not take my words back. So one day Akaras is walking about a JFK, other driving the soda, grabbing and putting in the car, and when they jail him on a Sunday, and then they said he was singing war drum, he was singing war things. So Akaras now stay in jail up till a Sunday, and that Sunday, I had a small car, it's a Honda, drove to his house around the place there, around bypass there. When they released it on that Sunday, what I'm saying is that people had made political statements of this nature. Some were punished politically. But how do you understand Marvin Cole's comment? And I think that Marvin Cole is saying, if they want war, we'll give them war. Marvin Cole doesn't have the military hardware. He doesn't even have the military experiences. He's going to be war here. Who is he to be war? One thing I understand, I always said to people, was the way I listened to the former Fuller is a chief of staff now. And I believe what was instituted before by the chief of staff Liberia and the chief of staff of other countries around in a sub-region, it was having sub-region, they set up for any man to use guns to enter Sierra Leone, to enter Liberia, or to enter Liberia and go to Guinea, or go to Guinea and come to Ivory Coast. It is very difficult because these chief of staff, they are talking. What makes it difficult maybe that the chief of staff in Guinea is a rebel chief of staff, so maybe They will not allow you to be having conversation with our people too. But the table stars in these countries are very strong. Those things that happened in the 90s that led to Hove Bonye to have opened its borders to allow Charles to enter Africa Coast and enter Liberia will not happen end down sooner. So don't get worried. Even though we are worried about what happened in Guinea because there's a military junta there that is having issue by government on the Joseph Bokai. We'll be kind of welcome. Business Sherman says, "Our time we stand up against this nonsense." Burgess G.K. Lamadan. Good afternoon, Charlotte Griffin, following the conversation from the previous city, District number 6. So, I don't want to believe that anybody has that military might to bring war here. So, I think the war that Marvin the chancellors and the Prince Johnson, the late, the former Air Price Managing Director, Harry Greaves, and the Harry Noam, when they sat in America and formed the political arm of the MPF called the Liberia United for Constitutional Democracy, they planned and they had support from the American people. They had support from the American people. So the war against Liberia in the 1990s was planned and executed well because Prince Johnson and others had gone to Burkina Faso to train them. While he was being trained in Burkina Faso, it led to the death of the Burkina Faso president. Who killed him? Prince Johnson's name is in that thing that he killed. One of those who have to kill the Burkina Faso president. I just forgot his own name. I'll call his name. So the war that was brought in this country was planned, well planned and executed, and well funded. It's not just a one-day thing. No, Marvin Cole can sit down and farm. You get all the, you can get $1 million. I can be warrior because you know what it means to buy one bullet. I pick you here, one bullet. You know how much it costs? So Marvin Cole doesn't have a power to bring war in his country. He doesn't have the military highway. That's a political bluff. But he speaks against his colleague. You and I are elected differently, different parties, different areas. Then you come and threaten me and say, I will come your office, I'll take you from your office, I'll throw you outside. I'll put everything outside. I'm a man, you challenge me, I'll challenge you the same way. You challenge me, I'll challenge you the same way. No man is greater than a friend, man. You can be the biggest man. Man is a man. You and I are elected in the legislature. I am the legitimate man who is the head of rules and orders. You've been elected or whatsoever on a kangaroo position. Now you come and say you'll take me from my office. If I were Melvin Cole, I would say the same thing he said. I would say the same thing. I would say the same thing Melvin Cole said. So for people to come on Facebook and say, well, the man say you're beating war drum. Okay, if Melvin Cole was beating war drum, then what do we say about our president? When there was statement being made around here that the president of Liberia, Georgia, will cheat in the election, he will win, he will cheat in the election, and SY posts are beginning threatening comments here. What did our president, who was a candidate in the election, say? If there is, there will be the end of Liberia. How do we understand that conversation? And I know Joseph Boakai doesn't have the power to bring war. Boakai is a very peaceful man. I have followed him as a small boy, not too long, more than 10 years. Yes, about 10 years plus. I followed him for a 2 term in government on Ellen as vice president. I have not heard any violence about Joseph Boakai. So those are political statements he made to threaten, to make people afraid. But Boakai doesn't have the way to be one gun in the country. No, he can't do it. But those were political comments. Those shenanigans come with consequences. So he said to make the government afraid. That you get people behind you, yeah, what he said it for. So when Boakai said, when the judge we are cheating in the election, that'll be the end of Liberia. You read to that statement, be a very serious statement. You really told the statement to be a serious statement? No, I didn't take it to be a serious statement. We criticized it though. So Marvin Cole say, when you want war, get you war. Those are comments that come from nowhere. They are comments that we are calling vain comments. Vain comments. Tomorrow, I will have the time to delve into this situation that has to do with the Liberian government stands to give a contract to a Turkish company to renovate our airport. I heard Sekou discuss it this morning. That is a serious national security issue. Let me welcome Burgess GK Lamadan. Follow me from Pizza Disease. Winifred G. Dwyer, welcome. Winifred G. Dwyer. Sam J. Walker, welcome. Sam Walker. I've not seen Sam Walker for a long time. Young brother, how are you? Winifred G. Walker. Winifred G. Dwyer, welcome. Sorry. Every one of you have joined us. Ruben Kane, welcome. Every one of you. But if you want to have a conversation too, please send your text message to 0710-560-560. I'll read the comments for you. Many of you don't have Facebook phone. If you have it, maybe you have no data inside. You want to have a conversation, you can call. Just send a text message to 0710-560-560. I will endeavor to read all of those comments. I'm reading comments from the guys who are on our live Facebook feed today. So send your text messages to 0710. I didn't say you call the number. Again, you're getting here. I said text, you calling me. I'm not even ready to take calls. Then you start calling. Why people be hard to hear so? Wow. I said text me on 0710-560-560. Text me, Mr. Smith. I didn't even call me. My phone has the power to record names. By the time you call me, I know your name already on my phone. So your name is Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, answer my call. I said, text me. I'll read a text for you. Yeah, so it's a serious thing that is happening right now. Our borders have been very porous for the last a few months or so. The junta that took over Guinea, they've been invading our borders, coming to the borders and taking our flags, Liberian flags, and carrying about the Guinea, breaking the poles, and SYZ, be doing it. I listened to a video the other day. I saw a video rather, and I listened to the audio. These guys are saying they live in perpetual fear along the border of Liberia with Guinea. What is our government doing about that? Right now, the man who was toppled as president of Guinea, he was the man who overthrew because of bad governance in Guinea. That man has had a hands with the Turkish government. So there's a company there. They call the company Al Bayrak. It is linked to the former deposed president of Guinea, Alpha Conde. Alex Bremer, I didn't say you call. I said text. Once you send, you call me, I will see your name, I will call it. So don't call, just send text. I will read the text. When time to call, I will open the phone lines. You guys will call. The lines will be open. So Alpha Conde has had his hands in sold and Australian deals in Guinea, dealing with the Turkish government through a company called Al Bayrak. That was one of the reasons why the junta overthrew him, because of certain reasons. Amongst the reasons I just stated. I didn't want to go to a detailed conversation or writing from Front Page Africa and what my young colleague, Cyril Sharif, talked about this morning. I will take my time tomorrow to dissect it and I will talk about it. But again, it's troubling that a company that aided this man called Conte, Alpha Conte in Guinea, that made have done a lot of bad things in Africa. Our Liberian government is contracting our company to come to Liberia to renovate our airport from Turkey. But the Guinean military across the border there, who are crossing, coming to Liberia and taking our flag and back to our country and intimidating our people, the Guinean military there, they are not satisfied. We overthrew this man called Alpha Conde because you're using our resources in an unorthodox way. Through him, the Turkish government gives some support to him through this company called Al Bayrak. How will Liberia, our neighbor, be doing business with these same people? Because we are told that he has some shares of us in our company. So the more you sell or the more you get contract and do your work, when the money comes to you, Conte gets his share of that money. So the guys are thinking, the military junta in Guinea is saying that if Conte is right here in Guinea, and if that money is given to the Turkish company, when they pay them, Liberia pays that company, they can give portion of that money to Conte, and Conte will come and overthrow their government. But you know what happened? The men who can kill people, he even say he afraid of that. The junta, they arrested people, they killed some people, they put the president in jail for some time, XYZ. They themselves in power, and they're scared to leave power, they're scared to die, because when they leave power, they prosecute them. What happened to Daddy Camara, right? Daddy Camara. The man was the first man who staged a coup in our country. Later he left, he went to Guinea-Bissau or Equatorial Guinea because of some Western powers intervention. These guys are in power right now. They want to leave power. The time gave it to them to leave power. They say, no, we extend the time. So Guinea is on a military rule. But this man who they deposed as president of Guinea, Alpha Conde, was in jail under military watch. This man has a hand in this company called Al Bayrak in Turkey. We are told he's a shareholder or something like that, very big shareholder. So if the Liberian government gave a job to them to come and renovate our airports, when the money is given to the company will give share to Alpha Conte, and Conte will use the money to go and overthrow them too. So the Guinean military did not satisfied about that. They are jittery. Our country is fragile. Guinea it stands a very good chance when it comes to militarism. I'm not all looking at military here. No, not at all. I'm not. I know the chief of staff and his men, they're in very good position to counter anything that happens across the border. But we shouldn't give a reason for such. We shouldn't give a reason for people to come and fight in our country and attack us as a country. No. Why can't we find another company to come and take over and renovate our airport and giving it to this Turkish government, a company that has a bad link with a Guinean former president, that if he's giving money to him tomorrow, that money will choke him, it will get the money, but it will choke him, because if that money goes to this company called Al Bayrak, Abaya shares his share with the former Guinean president who sits in Guinea and say has some authority over people there, that man can use his power to overthrow the Guinean military. The Guineans are saying if that happens, then we are not at peace as Liberia. Let me welcome Mr. Emmanuel Chie. Mr. Emmanuel Chie, welcome. Let me read some of the comments coming to my Facebook feed, not Facebook, my phone. Let me read some of the guys who join us. Then I will come back and open the phone lines. It's almost 3:30. 3:30. And if all goes well, if the representative Sumo Mola comes, we can have some conversation. I want to have a long conversation with him, Ed Noah, and that of another lawmaker. But again, I'm told they are in meeting with the former, they're in meeting with the embattled speaker right now. So let me read this comment coming this afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Jala Grayfield. My name is Bwakai. He said, Mr. Bwakai is noted for confusion. Hence, he's not a peaceful man. Once you send your text, just put it in there. Under you want to be anonymous, then I can leave it. Why the lawmakers don't want to go by the law, but rather breaking it? It's another person who did not mention his name. Good afternoon, Jala. GMB has shown to the Liberian people that he is in support of the illegal removal of Sugar Kofa. See what happened today at the Capitol building. The Liberian National Police is a branch of no, I can't say that. Yeah, John S. Tabanyan from Bujo Island. Yes, so let us be careful how we use some words against other people. Yes, I know that the police is having its own problem because his hair is very common to his proceeding wrong, and he wants to prove himself that he's a big, powerful man in his country, the president. Please let Liberia be safe. Someone says send a text. Just put a name to the text messages. I'll read them for you. Hi, Jala. I'm closely following from my respective New Georgia Junction end. Whenever you have a group of dishonest and disobedient lawmakers call themselves lawmakers and an ineffective president, that's the possible outcome. Maurice Beasley says that. Let me go back and read this one. Good evening, Chief. My name is Anthony Willie. I'm watching from Magibi County near the airport. Joseph Parker has broken all the laws of Liberia. Where are we heading to? Wow. Let me read the next one. Good afternoon, Big Brother Jala. My name is Okasa Loy. Okasa Loy Wule. And I'm following you from Mankawe resident in New Georgia. Thanks for joining us, Okafor. Don't call this phone. I didn't call it. I sent a text. Let me go back. The guys have distracted us from our text messages. My name is Rami Collison. Thanks so much, Mr. Jala Gravy, for the show. I'm following from Bannersville. Thanks for joining us. Please call the president with some level of respect. Please call the president with some level of respect. Okay, Chief. Okay. I'm reading comments from people who are sending their comments. Good afternoon, Big Brother Jala. I'm Clarence M. Kiau, listening from the radio from EAW Rehab Community. I'm in the 10-point area. Welcome. Okay. So keep your messages coming in. Let me read the next two that just came. Hi, Jala. I'm closely following from a okay, I read that one earlier. So don't send a text message twice. I will not read it again. Big Brother Jala, we are in by hands. Which GMB? Oh no, man, I can't read that text. Oh yes, I disjointed. You can send it by later. I can read it. Good afternoon, Jala Griffith. I'm Abel Sikabo Sei, joining you from Johnsonville, Turning Point District 3. Thanks ever so much for the unique discussion. I'm annoyed and dejected about the current events that is happening in the House of Legislature. The Constitution of Liberia has been distracted by the president and the majority bloc. Thanks for joining us. Let me read this one. Good afternoon, Jala. My name is Jackson M. Jusu. Listening to you from Blackman community, Liberia needs to stand against the lawless lawmakers. Richard Coon's speakership will be stalled. Let me read this one again. Good afternoon, Mr. Jala Grayfield. Mr. Bwaka is noted for confusion. Hence, he's not a peaceful man. How are you doing, Big Brother Jala? It's me, O'Brien M. Zami, following you from a proper corner. I think it is time for us to stand up as a citizen to fight for our constitution. Thanks, my brother. All right. So I will try to activate the phone lines now. on 0770 907 907. But keep your comments coming in. I'll read them for you. Nina Kuya, good afternoon, good morning, brother at my end, North Dakota, Fargo, is Nina Kuya. She follows me from North Dakota, Fargo. Emmanuel watching from Satan community. Why Benedict Sherman said the dark days is creeping. Benedict Sherman says that the dark days is creeping. He says that. Where are we if lawmakers be lawbreakers? My name is Richardson Kadi. Thanks for joining us. The first caller, welcome. Let's hear you.
How are you doing, Jala?
I'm okay, sir. Welcome. Let's hear you, my brother.
My name is Otelo David. I call for the commandant there.
Otelo, let's hear you. Go ahead.
Jala, thank you for the analysis there. After hello, Jala, we are here in serious mess. I saw those videos today on Facebook. I felt bad. That kind of beating by the police. I think you want to hear that security guy, the blood, that bled, no one business.
Yeah, I saw the guy. They beat the guy. I said, more than 8 police officers beating the one man.
Why would you send police officer at the Capitol building? There are police behind the whole police.
Yeah.
So the clear indication that this is supporting the guys. Nothing that again, they supporting the guys. Yeah. So they probably have broken all the rules. But what happened to LTA? Now you've been done all the rules, you have broken all. So the clear indication that you're supporting the guys. You got to know that you're going to John Chima, so the way someone from the office to have them. But yeah, I don't get things only to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's hope and pray that all of these matters come to an end for a better Liberia.
I'm not saying anything. The president, I'm not saying anything. So even our press conference, he said, Joseph, the people, but I'm probably about to real, he run it. He get people now. Because all the things that going on in the country, he have not said anything. So we are hearing this. A lot of people coming from America to this, but you still coming in our country. How will investors kind of go with the senior kind of thing at the Capitol building?
Yeah.
How will investors kind of country?
Thank you, brother. Thanks so much. Next caller, welcome. How are you? What's the name? Where do you call from?
Good afternoon, Jala.
Yes, good afternoon. Let's hear you.
This is Stephen Duro calling from Broadville.
Let's hear from you from Broadville.
Yeah. Brother, when we elect somebody that a life feeling what you expect for what to will be what you expect for what to get.
When you do what?
Because somebody that life end already, he raising for death, going up. So what you expect for you to get out of him? Your 80-year-old power, what he can do for you? Your 80-year-old man, what he can do
but listen, now some people can be 80, can be very soundable. So
but what is in the position he has control that everything has come out successful in your life that you are seeing. Yeah, you can look at somebody example before you make him a leader. For what did he not do there for you to
see? Remember, you both sat there and this old man won the election. So why do you want to put cast? You want to cast a special on him? You sat there, man, won the election against a young man.
We will continue to talk when we the citizens cannot rise up to do something better for ourselves. If our own we cannot put tension on the guys for them to change their behavior, we always be in problem.
Thanks so very kindly for your conversation, my brother. Let me welcome Harriet Lila Brisbane, watching from Pinsville. And let me say welcome to you, Mr. Alfonso Brisbane, and the rest of the family. Harriet Lila Brisbane, welcome to the show as well. Let me take the next caller. Welcome you live. Let's hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
So much. Jala, this is David King. On you.
David King, welcome. Let's say you, brother.
Yeah, Lord might give you this one.
All right, David King.
You see, Jala, it is quite frustrating to see our country the way it is going. I think we need a serious prayer for this country. Jala, nothing working for us in this country. And you got people who are called honorable, going blue, and you got police officers who are taking sides. So they put allow that young man to be.
Yeah.
Our blood was shooting for every part of the body.
You see police officer more than 5, 6 police officers beating one man. The guy went down to the ground.
So we don't even know as to whether that brother was alive. If the level of brutality he received today, I think there's a black guy he has brought our country into serious disrepute, and I don't think any serious money investor, no one would love to take that 500 million or 600 or 700 million to bring to Liberia for investment. Because when things are happening, investors look for security and rule of law. A lawless country cannot benefit anything from any certain person.
Absolutely.
So what we in today, we don't call it a quit. We are all for big trouble. I can see us slipping into bigger trouble than what we already found ourselves in. Thank you, Jala.
Thank you. Ophelia Barry says, good afternoon. My name is Ophelia Barry from Cowell. We don't need problem in this country. Absolutely, Ophelia. We don't need problem in this country. The country needs to be safe. With all our political differences, let's make peace, man. It's not good to have war and war with ourselves. Why United Party always changing speaker from Macron of Magmo of the community says why is United Party always changing speaker? Let me read this one again. Hi Jala, let Liberians beware that whatever you sow, you shall reap. Anthony G. Gotter from Mount Barclay says that one. Let me read this one. Good afternoon, Jala. How are you doing this afternoon? What is going on in our country? Now it's very important for we the Liberian people to come out to say no about what's going on now. JMB, please put stop to this because Liberia, because we as Liberians we will set to see what is going on. This is coming from Safar Johnson. All right, Safar. Sometimes when you reading a text, just take time as you write. So we can have it. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good afternoon, welcome. Let's hear you, my brother.
This is your dear brother G. Moses Wakali from Ralph Yahweh.
Moses Wakali, welcome, my brother. How you doing?
Yeah, Liberia is moving on a different trend. We are getting afraid. Because you see, confusion can come small. The biggest trouble that you see in other countries is small. So we are worried. What the men of God said prior to the election.
Which the men of God said? What he said? Which the men of God?
That the men of God from Ghana.
And what did he say?
The man said, when women walk away, there will be calamity that will be for Liberia. The poor will support, the middle class will support, the rich will support. You see those representatives who they are beating today? Those guys, they are rich, they got money. But see the way they are treating them. And the way they are treating them is not correct. You think, what happened to when it comes to we the common people? You see how Liberia is going, Baba? Those people that got followers, you treating them like that, you think they'll be out there? The power coming in the country, we need to pray for our country. Because the country is going the wrong direction. No investor will come here. Because the business that will do is no buyer. From Monday to Friday, we say them, no buyer. People that are doing business from outside of the country. And because of the news for the year, they are not waiting to invest right now. You see what we are going with the poor people now. We don't know what will happen in the next 20 days to come. You see what happening? When you elect the wrong leader, bad leader, you see what's going to happen? The Bible says when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. When the evil and the Satan and the demonic rule, they come and move. You see what we are going? So
all right. Thank you so much. Let's go to the next caller. Welcome. Hello. Where are you calling from?
Hello.
Yes, sir. How are you? What's your name? Where do you call from, sir?
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Jala. This is Emmanuel Smith.
Smith, let's hear you.
And I'm phoning this afternoon from my office. You know, Jala, I follow you very lengthily from the 17th of October, then the whole fracas began, and today as well. But Jala, I hope I will be given the time to speak because I'm going to differ with you greatly. Jala, for one part, throughout the entire episode, you have been very biased as per your analysis. You've been biased to the extent that even the ordinary man who can read between the lines will know that you have already taken side as a journalist. all your broadcasts that have to do with this technical speaker issue, you are fast with the speaker. But you forget to know that this speaker, before he could become a speaker, it was his own colleagues who made him speaker. And there are rules and regulations that are governing that identical body. If the people say they don't want you as their leader, you find it peacefully, you accept it, you leave your position that they gave you, and they put whosoever they want there. It is not a
So let me ask you now, what is the biasness that brought to this discussion?
Jala.
No, not Jala, Mina. Go ahead, explain that. Go ahead.
Jala Griffey, you have been very, very biased.
What is the biasness that brought in this conversation or in this conversation all day long?
Jala, all your analysis.
No, please, now, don't please cite some of the things I said I was wrong and it came to be right.
Let me start up with today. You sat in studio and you said the police put on last one of the lawmakers. But you, Jala, forgot to inform the people, whether deliberate or not, that this same lawmaker put on last a police officer.
I did not see that. I did not see that.
No, you
And do not be biased in your comment too. Why would the lawmakers, I saw one police officer who was paraded. They say you never told the two uniform. But so who the lawmaker that did that?
If anything happen in a country,
I know you. The guest caller, welcome. Welcome, let's hear you. Good afternoon, go ahead.
My name is Ali.
By the comment, go ahead, let's hear you.
So let me just tell you analysis. You see, sometimes we have to be honest to do that. How we get people in this country, we get people bringing the government in the country. Is that the judiciary, the executive, the national legislature? So while the national legislature will say they don't want that leader, there's somebody say, oh, that President Braga, the one that he left from the co-part to be speaker of President Braga working in cabinet building. So for that reason, I didn't want breaking the law. He wants to for the co-part speaker. So he wants for the co-part to remove him from the. So when I hear the same people, I want to say, yo, I'm not talking about you because you are not hearing from you because you are one of the credible generally in the country that most of us that who don't go back, who are like credible, who want to say, you are talking about you. And the same people are partying and saying the president giving each judges $400,000 US just for them to rule against the speaker. You see what we see in the country? So when people not getting it, they do what people say they let that leader, and then they say they want that leader. You imagine when they say extra for now tomorrow. More happy they actually back. They don't want feeling a peace. We myself we feeling any peace. So when somebody come every time I just in the period, I always try to say the people let get Johnson or all to the advocacy to see our guests. Let we get advocate for how to get who they want branch of government in the country. They will cancel them like 2 branches of government. So can I get 2 or 3 branches of government in the country? And then whenever branch do something, we take all the problems, put it on the executive. Every time all that president Baga was using, all that president Baga was getting money. We won't tell you that president Baga. I saw what the lawmakers do. They had to post. I saw David Sibo rolling table. You want boss the table. I saw David Sibo shocking the police. He has a lawmaker.
You mean today?
Yeah, today the video on screen, on TV.
You are shoving the police officer?
He was shopping the police officer calling a need that we are there. David Sibo, they were shopping the police officer when you're dragging them to say.
You know what happened is that I listen to my brother Smith talking about. Sometimes you don't see. Look, there are many people going live at different places, so you don't see everything that went on there. But the one I saw, I will say, if this is about done that, I'll say this is for this is a police officer. He beat a police officer. I'll say.
Yeah, even a guy, a ghost of flama or what you mean, a ghost of flama or spray, coin. By a beginner, all the beginner, I don't want to do no. Corner out there. The guy was beating the police, shopping the police. You cannot say you are wrong because you just the police there to protect like the property. You're shopping the police. You pushing an agent for them, but then you're feeling, then you're blowing it. Yes, all
right, by the comment, thanks a million. You made your point. Let me to the next caller. Welcome. How are you? 070 907 907 is the number to call me right now on Voice of Liberia. Hello, let's hear you.
Thank you. People are
Hussein, is that Hussein Kewo?
Yes, this is Hussein Kewo.
Okay.
I call you from Jacobstown, District 2.
All right, Hussein.
Yeah, I started the conversation. I listened to the analysis. So let me say this for a fact. Since this fight began, I've always told people, any of my friends in the Unity Party, we should accord penalty the due process. But I think in my reasoning and understanding of what I know, the president have got nothing to do with this entire saga at the legislature.
Hussein, let me just ask you a question before you proceed, right?
Go ahead.
If the president has nothing to do with what's happening on Capitol Hill, he is a CRC of the country, and this has a damning report on his government. The government is retrogressing in terms of development. Why can't he take some action to ensure this thing comes to an end for the forward movement of the country?
So if you think actions the president should take, the best action I think the president would take is to call on the Unity Party lawmakers and other lawmakers to have a dark law, sit with them and convince them as to what's the way forward.
Yes, and that's exactly what was said before. And I've said this before and over and again. You're saying it again today. So it means that what you say is just what we'll be talking about around here, which I think is one of the best way forward.
Yes, so the president, any attempt by the president to interfere with the functions and operations of the legislature is an impeachable offense.
No, I don't think that'll be an interference, man. Interventions are different from interference.
Yes, so what I think the president will continue to do is to talk to lawmakers, whether the Unity Party lawmakers, so as to have this thing resolved. Because what we're doing now, the country will be stagnated. The country will not move forward.
Of course.
And when I listen to people, they say the government is now only comprised of the executive. There are three separate branches of government. On our law, the legislature is the first branch of government, right? So when people try to shift blame on the president, he's not taking charge. Mind you, the president will not just go to power.
But do you think the president is really in charge to this country? Do you think he's in charge?
Yes, the president is in charge.
How is he in charge when all of these political maneuverings have been taking place on Capitol Hill for almost a month and there's no resolution?
Yeah, so the issue of resolving the entire thing, it does not only rest on the president. Even the lawmakers themselves have to take, some level of responsibility of what is going on. Because the president is just one person who had another branch of government. You have another branch of government that is part of Rick Monroe. So if you say the president should just go to buy, wanting to interfere with the functions of the legislature, you know very well it's an impeachable offense. So the president is caught bad. You understand? Well, I think he's been doing well, but for people to say that the president to this thing, I want to disagree with that. On a serious note.
Okay, Hussein. Hussein, thanks a million. Let me read a few of the comments coming in. Someone is calling me a messenger, but no, I don't take messenger call. I would rather take a WhatsApp call from those in the diaspora on 07709070560. If you want to participate, call me on that number on WhatsApp. Just make sure you add the international dialing code. I will take that. I will read them for you. But I can't call you. Jessica, be grateful, please. I'm on the radio. Yes, Jessica. So please, I'm here. So, but again, there are things we're going to talk about. But let me read this comment or these comments coming from two of our testers on Facebook, on live Facebook feed. Just go to Voice of Liberia and you will get us live and leave your comments there or send your comments to 0710-560-560. I'll read those comments for you. Bana Abbott Clinton. Good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. My attention has been drawn to the unorthodox and wanton behavior of the executive in the involvement of the power struggle in our 55th House of Representatives. This ugly scene has raised serious concern in the ability of President Joseph Boakai to lead this country in this remaining 5 years. This is a time for the executive branch to rethink. For the Yang, good afternoon, Big Brother Jala, and a pleasant good afternoon to the peace-loving people of Grand Cayman County. My name is Fode Mohamed Kaikai Political Yang Jr., watching you from my research center in Claratown. At the Movement of Intellectual Change, MIE, what did the police go to do at the Capitol building? Liberia has become a lawless country under the 42 years experienced president. The world is watching. he rise. Let me take this call. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Hello, people, Jala.
Hello, welcome you live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Evangelist Steve calling from the town of West Point.
Evangelist, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, actually, what is unfolding at Capitol Hill is it needs civil extension, please. For God's sake.
Okay.
The nation, what we are looking at, the nation is at the crossroads based upon what is unfolding on it. You see, yeah, how can a lawmaker, which is the first branch of government, knowing in this country that is the first branch of government, then the executive branch will dispatch police officer at Capitol Hill? It's completely unacceptable. Let me realistic, because it's unacceptable. So we are calling on this government,
okay,
to see how best we can restrain the police officer when it comes to our lawmaker.
okay.
We elected them to do things in our favor, but not police officer going to brutalize our lawmaker is unacceptable.
Yeah, I'm told Luther Collins is now in hospital. He was brutalized allegedly by the police, and that was averred by the speaker, the embattled speaker, who says the man is under treatment and he was badly beaten by the police allegedly. Yeah. But thanks a lot, Evangelist. Thanks so very kindly for your conversation. The next caller, welcome. Let's hear you. This is Voice of Liberia, 104.1. Let's hear you. Hello. Hello. You need to just mute your monitor while you're on the radio, because it gives us a lot of bad feedback, Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Where do you call from?
My name is Boyman William, from District 13. Resident.
Your name is what?
Boyman William.
Boyman William, let's hear you.
Let me say thanks to you for the discussion. I hear people saying the executive have nothing to do, or they are not doing anything in this. Brother, I strongly believe that the executive is partaking fully within this saga acceptability, because the lawmakers keep saying that a political battle and no other branch of government will interfere in their political doing. Granted, we agree. But why is it today the executive is influencing they are having influence, which is the police, and then today we see ministers and directors from agencies, they are gathering at the Capitol building for budget hearing. And then we saying that the executive is not part of it. And those guys that are gathering for this budget hearing today, who appointed them? Who were
It's the president who appoints. It's the president who appoints. It's the president who appoints them. It's the president who appoints them.
Yes. They are working at the way and pleasure of the president. Then somebody will tell me, say, the president is not part of this thing. And then the president have the right to how to call it, to dismiss it anytime. The president has the right to appoint it anytime. But the president is sitting there today. Yesterday we saw Mo Ali and other guy appear at the same majority black to answer questions. The president not took any decision on Mo Ali and other guys.
No, but listen, let me say something. But do you expect the president to take action against those officials if they went there with his acquiescence? Because there's nobody from the executive branch of government that will appear before the legislature, I mean the majority bloc, without consulting the president. So the president may have instructed them, so you gotta go there.
Yeah, so the president is there. Because you get them say Mo Ali or other guy will be going to that place, they will not consult the president. And you see, this thing for me, I can tell people, that is a complete calculated play by the president to take the speaker from here. And people that the very first day this guy started this issue at Capitol Hill. So where or other lawmakers close that door. Yes, these lawmakers are not going to close that door. But this time, all of the politics we see, it was all red there. Because our member father and other guys explain it that when they enter that day, the speaker is not here. People are going to present over them and are going to carry on their eyes. We are saying the rule of law, the rule of law. The people rules they still did. Why can you guys come on speaker proper? You gave your plight. You tell the man what he do wrong, what he not do wrong, and then the man can recuse himself. You go through the due process. We always talk about rule of law in this country. So where will be the rule of law now for you go cover? It's your case now. So they happy at your job that your boyfriend don't want you. So if you know you shouldn't go to the proper time or go see because when they say, oh, they don't want you, that zero is a question of law. So people say you go and do the right thing. You go back, all you're saying you're doing the secret is here, but the secret is not that over here. So it's wrong. There is no city you're supposed to do.
All right.
When the secret is president, and then you leave the secret out. So this is happy of
Thank you. Thank you so very kindly. You made your point. Let's other people talk. Hello, welcome. Just 5 minutes to 4 o'clock. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome you live on Voice of Liberia, Bits and Pieces.
Okay. Thank you very much. For security reasons, I will not call my name.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but any kind of way to describe you, the truth is the truth. Waka honor the post here. Waka is the one that spend the money to remove from that people back. But another thing I'm looking at is that the Liberia-VOL churches that used to talk the way time, the transitional leaders that used to talk that at the time, what are they? Something is creeping. But I want to say to Kofa, you see that J-Rock. No goddamn Martin President for the matter resign. But it should not resign. Let's set that precedent. UP party, United Party.
Why if he doesn't resign, everybody leaves him?
Would that be removing speaker every time when it comes to power? It will not continue to happen. The Supreme Court, they respected the Supreme Court ruling 2 different times. What is that? Thank you, man.
All right. 070 907 907. Let me read a few of the comments from both sides from our live Facebook feed and come to my phone and read the comments coming there as well. Munyan Sherry said, good afternoon. I'm following you from this is number 9 Sinka this afternoon from Matadi. Joseph D. Dopo. Brother Jala, I'm watching you from an area near New Georgia, Cinco community. Mervin Natana Jolo. Good afternoon, Big Brother Jala. My name is Mervin Natana Jolo, and I'm following you from a residence in Painesville. I'm constrained to say I'm constrained the way in on your program. My attention has been drawn to what is currently happening at the Capitol Hill. If care is not taken, will cause serious problem for the Liberian people. We are not prepared to go back to the dark days. Welcome and thanks, my brother, for your conversation, Mr. Mervin Natana Jolo rather. I'll read your comments later, and those who call in, I'll read your comments. I'll also answer your call. But let me just do justice to the guys who send me text on my phone. Let me read their comments too, because they don't have the time to write all of these messages on the live feed. Let me read a couple of them. I'll come back to answer your calls. We have so much time again. 1 more hour. If the representative of district number 3 comes, Mr. Smo Molba, if he comes, we can have a conversation. If he doesn't come, we can still have a conversation. Hi, Jalad. So it is true that we Liberians have leaders in the house who are educated. They're educated people. Yeah, educated. Then use it. Please, my people, you stop this ugly behavior. Remember, what goes around comes around. Anthony G. Crotter from Man Barclay writes that one. Yes, I will edit your text messages on my mouth because some of the words are not palatable. Good afternoon, Jala. My name is Augusta George. Listening from Bombing County, Liberia is a country that is different from all other countries in the world. Wow, he writes. Let me read the one. The Oma. Okay, I'll not read that one, man. Greetings. He says, greetings, Voice of Liberia. I'm James Collins, and I join you from Caldwell, New Georgia. We urge Councillor Kofa to resign to save the state since he can't get the required number to conduct a session. Secondly, Liberia is an independent state. Guinea cannot determine which company for us to do business with. Thanks a lot for your conversation. The next caller says, the next tester says, good afternoon, Brother Jala. I'm Timothy Guardian from Logan Town. I want to know where President Bwaka have put in the mouth of the peaceful citizens and not protesting for all the happenings. Yeah, sometimes I tell our reading, but I don't understand some of them the way you read it. Okay. I'm Jim Stanley from Hotel Africa. All citizens who are on the law side gathered to the Capitol building to stop or against until they come to themselves. Yeah, many people are saying, where's Vanilla Park? The man say he's going to regroup and come back. We can see he run away. Hajjala prophecy is now becoming a reality. The man of God from Ghana said it during the election time, and it is happening, and it's happening now. Liberians said JMB was good, was God, and was God sent, and we are seeing the God sent doing the wrong thing. Other men of God said it. It said it. They call him fake man of God. Politics have divided us and allow educated people to lose their senses of reasoning and make us to be blind. Loyalists. Liberia is all we have. From Faith Davis, Dwazon community. Faith Davis, welcome and thanks for this conversation. Let me go to the next one. I'll read a few of them. I'll come back to you. If Bakadun is not able to, this nation, let him turn it over because our nation needs better and not say back. Please tell President Bwaka we need peace. It's Richard Cardi from somewhere in Monrovia. We as the indigenous people in Liberia, we are looking at them. Don't forget that we, the indigenous people, need to say this no matter what. From Siafa Johnson in Liberia. Good afternoon, Big Brother Jala. What is really happening, going on in our country? This is Emmanuel Colley watching from 14th Street. Emmanuel, welcome. That's my former community. Good afternoon, Big Brother Jala. Why we keep this kind of man on the line? Everybody has a right to talk sometimes. You know, Thomas Hobbies said that there is a need for government, but the same government can be very Leviathan of the people. A book that he wrote in 1651. This government is the Leviathan of their people. Clarence M. Kiawu says that. Let me read the one. Sometime I take a break. I hope my old man can send me some water, bottle water to take it, because I've talked. I need to take a water break. Old man, please send me one bottle of water here. Good afternoon, Jala. Those who received the car fresh at Capitol building were left out for the second round. Those that were left out at the HR and the controller accept the press director who received for the second round. If your phone has record, if the phone can record, please don't call my name. It worked out for Ellen Johnson Sully because she is a game master. But the old man own is not worrying because he said no business as usual. Jeffrey Singbe says that. Let me read this last one. I'll take it. Jala President Bwaka is indeed a lesser fair leader. From Ramsey Solomon, he says that one. Let me take this call. I will come and read your comment later. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon, Jala.
Oh, is that Gloria George?
Yes, please.
Gloria, let's hear you.
Yeah, Jala, I mean, I'm so broken. So this is happening. What happened today? I don't know how to define it.
Okay.
But I will wait and see if the Senate will work with the 43 men.
And the Senate, I think the Senate closes in 5 days. If the Senate closes, it means that the House also has to adjourn. So this whole budget hearing now, it will be like, I don't know how to do it.
Yes, that's what I'm watching, because I don't want to. That will be what will inform my decision. So I wouldn't want to talk so quickly. I'm trying to look out to see if the Senate will work with these people.
All right.
And that will inform my decision. But for others that keep saying the executive is not part of this, I think the police is under the Justice Ministry.
Absolutely.
Who gives them the authority to be there to fight on behalf of the 43 men?
Yeah, because I know in legislative politicking, if you took all the styles from there, they go on their own the law, because I mean they be fighting up, they be breaking each other head. Nobody will go there.
No, Chala, this thing, it happens all over the world.
That's what I'm saying.
The parliamentarian, when they get angry, they do a lot of things, but they come back together. So for the police being there, it's raising eyebrow around. Besides that, the EPS officer that was given to the 43 men speaker, the serene and everything, and then the finance minister, LRA that reported on that side, all these things are trying to work out, but I'm not going to say anything until I see what the Senate does. I think that's where I want to start. Thank you.
But again, Gloria, you know what happened? at the
No.
legislature where you saw this guy. You know what I saw today? What got me? I was like laughing. These guys are comrades. Now see the guy from Grand Jury who is a representative and Koga. Koga was talking to him. They were like, he was smiling at the guy, but the guy was angry too. So like, don't touch me, oh. But these are normal things that happen. And you know they are from both sides. But I really enjoyed that part of it. Koga and that guy from Grand Jury County. They don't want Koga want to tell them, say, don't touch me, you know. But that's how it should be instead of bringing police to the place.
It's normal. I saw the one in Nigeria. These people, it was a fist fight, you know. And at the end of the day, they reconcile and they put what it went on easily. I don't know why the police are there. You know the level of police brutality in this country is on the increase. I think something needs to be done. All the people that have
Gregory Cuomo is not his best. Gregory Cuomo is the worst police officer we ever had in this country.
Yeah, but Gregory Cuomo is doing that, and the Justice Minister, Gregory Cuomo and all the police are under the Justice Ministry. So something is happening. What's happening to the Justice Minister?
Yeah, so the police acts only if the Justice Ministry asks them to act.
Giving order that anywhere you go, just beat people up. Nobody should have right in this country.
When it comes at Universal Library, you beat a student there, you brutalize them, they go home with bruises on them.
This is troubling. I'm so disturbed because if this thing does not have an amicable end, it will inform some of us decision about this government. That's the truth.
All right, Gloria. Gloria, thanks a lot. Let me read some of the comments coming in. Let me read this comment from Fazari Pekin Shetan. Good afternoon, Big Brother Jala. I'm watching live from Banazwe Keba. He goes to say, good afternoon, Jala. Okay, I read it twice. Lovette George, good afternoon. I'm following you from Abidjan. Lovette, how are you? Bonjour, bienvenue au Liberia. Good afternoon. I'm watching you from Abidjan. It's Lovette George. She says, this is so sad, man. Dennis Tia said, hi, Jala. I'm Dennis Tia following you from my Witness TV Liberia Witness Radio office following the debate gradually. Otis A. Russell. Jala, I'm following from Johnsonville. I think the entire Liberia should come together and dissolve the House of Representatives by stopping them from going to work. You know, others, this country, we're very scared. We just may beam off. You hear people on the radio in the morning, oh, they want to do, they want. Liberian people are the most scary people. The most scary people. You will see something toppling on our democracy that is wrong, it's unorthodox, it's uncalled for, it's stupid, it's foolish. We will not call on the radio, oh, they won't happen. They will say they will happen. I beg you, go see what happened in Kenya. Their people's power belongs to them. The people's power is the people's power. Nobody plays with that power. That is why they kept the feet or the foot of the president and his vice president on the fire. 2-3 weeks on any protest. People died for their rights. People stood for their rights. You get few people on Capitol Hill there for their own personal aggrandizement, their own belly business. We voted them, but they're there and acting the way they are children. You know what they're doing right there? These are things you could do and have a result amicably, but to go and start doing what you're doing, you have held this country on a hostage for 1 month. Our budget cannot be passed. You can't listen to the budget. What can we do as Liberians? We are unarmed people. We can't go in the street and say we're carrying arm against you. We are harmless people. We only talk what we want to say. But the onus is on you as a legislature to do what is right, because we let you there to go and do our business. But if you sat there for going to 1 month plus, you cannot pass a little instrument called a budget, or cannot even pass an instrument that has to do with other laws that you're passing for the good of the country. Then who do we consider you to be? People are fighting for position, removing people from our committees. This is complete stupidity. You know, it's a complete nonsense. Wow. Sawe Anwo Boham, Sawe Anwo Boham. Good afternoon, Heavenly J. I'm watching from Cocopad Rubber Plantation in Nima County. Shaklon Charlie. Good evening, Jar. Thanks for the show. I'm watching live from Yekepad City, Nima County. Tobasi Christopher, Tobasi Christopher Wulati Tobasi. Gregory Coleman has completely given up. I'm pretty sure Gregory Coleman will go down as the worst police chief ever in the history of the country. Oh, wow. Gary Coleman is a mess. That man's a mess. Baga needs to fire him. That man will spoil this country. If Baga isn't careful, it's Gary Coleman action, the country will go down. People will get in the street in the country just to care for Gary Coleman business. Everywhere the police goes, they beat people, they wound people, they do all kinds of the people. Look at what happened in the Capitol building today. You take one lawmaker being bad way and man to the hospital. They also want to tell me say they will be one policeman. Or the policeman is in riot with some people at the entrance of the place. They tore a uniform for honor the arm. Then James Collier is there showing a man. Yes, they beat the policeman. SYZ. But you know how many person they beat that place? That man was not even beaten. He was not beaten. Only saw a torn out shirt that he wore. We can't run this country like this, man. This is terrible. It is very terrible. It is very terrible. In parliaments around the world, people go and have disagreements. They will fight. They will throw chairs. They will throw BT. But the next day they're there, they're smiling. But ours has turned to the chambers of hooligans. Where you bring talks, the police bring them and say, go and brutalize people. See how they beat that guy today. What? I can't imagine about 8 to 10 policemen beating one man with baton all over him like that. That guy would have died. Jesus Christ. Is that the police will see on a Gregory Coleman? Where is William Moluba, a seasoned policeman who is administrator of the police, everything being there? Why are you guys advising Gregory Coleman? 1 or 2. Nelson Freeman, you are there, you are a very seasoned police officer, a lawyer by profession, far more educated than Gregory Coleman. I'm believing you want to Harvard University, there's some two which courses there is in Harvard in administration. No, going to Harvard doesn't mean know all the book. No, he doesn't know everything. You want to law school, you know what your do's and don'ts are. You see one dummy picking say about Gregory Coleman, he's sitting there and doing that nonsense to the people, you're clapping for him. What's that? Raz Johnson Jr. Good afternoon, Big Brother Jala. I'm watching you from my beautiful area in Cinco Saytown area, 3rd Street. Raz Johnson said, your muffler picking. I know, Ralph. I know. My muffler picking from Clay Street. Welcome to the show on Madonna Street, rather. Let me take some calls again. 0709079007. That's the number to call me. Let's have a conversation. Keep calling me and keep sending your text messages to 0709-560-560. Let me read this one. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Afternoon, Mr. Gerard Griffin.
Good afternoon. Welcome again. Let me say welcome to Mr. Raz Johnson Jr.
Yeah, and speaking of David Castle, I call from another street like in Rock Johnson. Thank you very much for fascinating discussion.
Let's hear you, sir.
Gerard Griffin, the Supreme Court ruling was clear to everyone who went to school. You do not even need a lawyer to explain that the Supreme Court and validated the speakership of Honorable Fonati Kofa. But you see, when the power oversees and the competency, these are the results. The guys that suspended the Constitution, they took arms. Look at why would even Joseph Imam Waka will allow police to be deployed at the House of Legislature. And it is validated what we have been saying that the executive is the one that behind the removal of the speaker. And that has been the attribute of this particular corrupt and a government called Unity Party government. And we said this to people yesterday. When you bring a 93-year-old man, Joseph Walker, into power.
No, the man is 93 years old. The man is 93. Don't overstate the man age. Oman Walker was 79, he's 80 now.
Yeah, okay.
Don't do that to the old man.
Yeah, let me take it at that. Yeah.
Okay.
And you brought such a man to power who lacks what it takes to become a president. But yes, a complete disaster. And that's why the Liberian people are experiencing today. And it will continue to escalate up to next year. And you see, these are things that have really brought Liberia to Horny during the Liberian civil crisis. When Joe was in power, he used the arm and the police against other people. But there was men that rise up against Samuel Kedu. And Joseph Walker should take a complacent of these things that the police are not going to help, the AFL are not going to help. When a man rise up Joseph Walker against you, you're not going to complete your safe year. Who are you? You can't deploy
police to beat on lawmakers. You think we'll sit here and just allow that to happen? That's why tomorrow we are governors ourselves. We'll be moving with our lawmakers to the House of Legislature. And the police said they can beat. Let it come there tomorrow. You will see the action. Thank you very much.
You are moving at the capital tomorrow?
I'll be there tomorrow. Moving there tomorrow.
When you say we are moving there?
The Liberians will be at the capital building tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Let the police come and see. Mr. Jana, you'll see the action tomorrow. Let the police come and everybody can beat on our laws because that thing is not going, free. Tomorrow will be there. Let it come there tomorrow. You will see the action of the Liberian people. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so very much, my brother. Let me take the next caller. I'll come to read some of your messages later. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you. Hello, welcome. Are you there? But again, today I'm told the cash giveaway is still being played. Keep playing. The draw will be done later. But again, today cash giveaway gives $3,000. Just play with $100. But that's *799 *8# and OK. Select Voice of Liberia, and you'll be getting one. You play $100 and get $3,000. *799 *8# OK, and play with $100 Liberian and win $3,000. Again, our cash giveaway is *799 dial number 8# and OK. Just play with $100, you get $3,000. You can drink a cold beer on a Monday. Hello, welcome. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. How are you? You sound so excited.
I'm watching quality for something.
I'm watching. Welcome. How are you? I'm watching.
I'm okay. I mean, when I see my text, I read my text always. I say the 4th time.
No, I'm answering the test, man. When you put the test, you can put your knee there.
Yeah, my knee there.
Okay, I'll read it. I'll read the other one. I'll read it.
Okay. Yeah, so the issue. You just need to come together and then ask for a good leader. Because when the leader we get now, as a president for all the 42 years, spring leader out there, is not qualified. Kaka is not qualified at all to be leader.
He's not qualified, but where he was elected. Why you didn't put elected for?
We know.
No, but the people who elected the old man said he's qualified. That's why you are elected for.
You know,
then who are you to say you're not qualified?
We need a kind of.
So because he's not your choice, you didn't vote him, so you say you're not qualified.
The man is not qualified.
How do you define qualification? What is qualification? How do you define or how do you measure qualification?
Qualification is something that you never you said what I mean not qualified.
So why you not do that? He not qualified now. Why you not do that? By him qualified.
They see that the men lack of leadership ability. You can see it. The men lack of leadership ability. Come with no leadership ability. What's happening in the horse and you're coming to 4 hot to A. But the men say that money is there or shaving the people. So that the reason with the library we need to kind of get a code out of what you want and then to get a good leader. Thank you, my brother.
All right, let me to the next caller. Next caller, welcome you live. You live on the Bits and Pieces.
Hello.
Hello, welcome you live. Let's hear you.
Yes, this is Teresa Flumo from the New Georgia end.
Teresa Flumo?
Yes, from the New Georgia office.
Teresa, let's hear you. How are you?
I'm fine. Yes, you know why? It is so sad to hear what's going on at the Capitol building. What's been going on at the Capitol building. But let me say this. Police brutalizing citizens, especially for community officials, this is not strange because it happened at the MCTC. Students were protesting because of their own rights. They sent police at the MCTC and when they brutalized the students, when one of the police officers went and threw tear gas within the student eye. Right now, this boy eye is blank.
You mean the one that happened to MVDC the other time?
Yes.
A police officer threw a tear gas.
Police officer threw tear gas. It was not as easy. She threw a skirt in her eye. And you were accepted. We the students were talking to JFK and said that they were not going to see from your eye again. It generated went. So people question for it to take the bus. So it's not strange. For officers,
have you reported that situation to the authorities of the government? I mean, sometimes if it doesn't happen and it's a direct action of a police officer, It's good to report to the government. The government can do take some action, maybe not about dismissing, but maybe take the person to for the treatment.
They knows about this. The government knows about this. They took 3 of our officers. They requested in the same day over. They arrested the children. The children were in South Beach. That means the children were at in Central. They requested the Ministry of Defense for the requested 100,000 because they said that their police officer were wounded. And the ministry gave that 100,000. But right now, that boy is sitting there. He eye, he wounded from his eye.
Wow.
He wounded from his eye. He not seeing from his eye. He blind. He's sitting there blind. So come police officer from on the side just go and make somebody child blind. And nothing can be found out. Police officer will just wake up and just beat people up. Nothing can find out. They say because the government, you don't fight government.
Yeah. You know, you can use the force that come from the guys who are protesting. It's not equal to your own force. Your own force is heavier. And you use that kind of thing against the people.
This is so sad.
Very common. You get mail because I think they're talking that the people's son is blind. I can't do the lady who's talking. She's a student.
He's blind.
Are you a student of the NVDC?
He's blind.
Are you a student of the NVDC?
He's blind. He's not seeing from your eye.
Are you a student of the NVDC?
From the NVDC.
Are you a student there?
Yes, I am a student of NVDC.
And I hope
I can take you to your house.
Yeah, I think I need to talk to him. But I don't know how.
This is my number. This is my
no, you're calling on the landline. The landline doesn't show the number. But I'm calling one number from messages. They're sending messages to it. So when I just call me or send text that message with that number with your name, then I will get to you. We can bring on the show. Let's have the people to talk to him. Let's have the same government can take responsibility of that ball.
Yeah.
And your man goes blind as a result of police wickedness.
For treatment.
Absolutely. Even they say you can see right now. Let's see if we can make some effort. Let the government come in. I don't think everybody in the government is insincere. It's wicked. I don't think so. There are some cool people in the government. When you bring that man's fly outside, someone can help him. It's very important.
Okay. Wow. Thank you very much.
I saw that thing again to LU campus. It is not the first, second, or third time.
We have recording. Exclusive have the recording. All of the TV stations that were there that did recording. You could see the police officer. She's a lady from FPRC police station. She was the one who shoot in this for eye. The tear gas. She shoot the spread was in this for eye. Her name, everything there. She's the how you call it? I think the deputy or something like that for PSU. Why you would do that? You go somewhere to woman life so that they bring it off fire. You just jumping among the students, you beating them. Why? Why you would do that?
All right, thank you, Miss Flomo.
In our country.
Thank you, Miss Flomo. You know, it becomes so worrisome and very, very pathetic. You know, during weird time, you said the police, you know, can you please call your phone up, Miss Flomo? Others have a call in. I think you send a line.
Okay, no problem.
You're caught up. Yeah, I think I'm done with you. And so this happened during weird time. They were protesting in this country. You were protesting for 15 billion. He said 15 billion was printed and brought to the country. It was stolen by Georgia people. They said Taman Fala carried 5 containers to a school in what place there in pins around Wookam area there. Not Wookam, but what place there, man? Nizo area. And they said the men carried containers there, plenty of containers, get 5 containers, so money inside. They lied and lied and lied. They talked about $25 million mobile exercise money that was found by the government. People jumped in the street here. They were protesting here and there. But while they were protesting, the police on George Weah, on Padre Sulu, was giving them snacks and water and juices. Because that's a new form of policing around the world. You don't use force to disperse people. You use persuasive means to do so. But the Greco Common who say he came from Harvard, after going there for 2-3 weeks and gets on a certificate, he said, be policeman in the country. He's the one using his power in an orderly way, and they're beating people. But Gregory will be the cause where the country will go down into flames. Because when the people get ready, as a result of the action of the police, when they get in the street, they will not get off the street. Honorable Bwakai, His Excellency Bwakai, you need to take some stands. This man, Gregory, is being a problem in this country. He is very untrained. I don't know what the police do you want to. I don't know. This isn't a Gregory I've seen before. This isn't a Gregory I've known before. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, Jala, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, this is Samuel Nyima. We are calling from district number 9.
Samuel, let's say, Mr. You are.
Jala, no, I'm sharing here. This country, we are regretting on a daily basis. If you look at the starting of the government, it's not proceeding well. I made a comment on the same radio station. These people will bypass the court decision and do their political will to have their will done. The data to the tenure position is the same thing that going on. The president is fully aware of what's going on. No one should doubt it. He is the instigator. He wants to cause problems so that his administration will get excuse. They control enough for Joseph Walker and his group. And Governor Marks will remember we got laws. After the day, you will be asked of the action. See how many killing people? Yeah, there you think above the law. But the day comes, you must not think that they're coming from different planets. We are mobilizing, we'll get to there and see that they control enough of one group of people. They're not United Party country, they're not CDC Party country. The country for every Liberian. So let them be careful of how they lead our people. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Let me read some of the messages coming to my feed, my live feed and my Facebook. Mohammed Karia is Mohammed Kole. Tomorrow is part to see at the Capitol building. If it happened today, where it happened today, very rowdy today, where there was just a budget hearing from the executive and going to the majority block, and was so rowdy and tension-packed today, I see tomorrow how the Capitol building will be. Because it will be tension-packed, and I know this country, how it runs. I know how people do things in this country. But the good thing is that our people, they just sit in with their mouth. They didn't take action. You see people doing the wrong thing, you close your eyes because it's not you. Mr. Jala Grayfield, if the president can change the police director, I will not categorize the way you said it. I can say the other way, but the way you say it is very harsh. He can change the police director himself. Then the president is, I don't know, no. Sometimes let's just be careful how we use words on the. You can express a dissatisfaction, but some of the words expressed in your text, I will not read them. I can be very moderate. I can change the words, but I'm very on a tension pack. So I can. So let me read this one. Hi, Jala and the VOA family. My name is Sam Soma Jr. We told our people that if Baga wins the election, there will be a serious disaster and a serious calamity. And that is what we are seeing now. Let me read the next one. Hi, JG. I'm Ruben Hammond. I have said this countless times. Mr. Walker is under president material. All right. Let me go to the next one. Hi, Brother Jala. I'm one of your followers from Love Heaven days to now. Wow. Over 15 to 18 years now you're talking about. You always say the truth. Let the people say say what they have to say, okay? The law is a law. JMB, we will come out soon if you can't stop this. Safa Johnson from VOA says that. Let me read the next one. The man of God is from Nigeria, not from Ghana. Okay, someone who said that one man of God said something about Baka leadership. All right, let me read the next one. Hi, Brother Jala. Let the president and his partisan know that we elected them to rescue us, not to be making palaver until their 6 years end. I remain timidly guarded from looking down. Wow, let me read the next one coming from this side, and I go back and take some calls. Hi, Jala. Please let the Liberian government be very proactive regarding this Liberia and Guinea situation. Don't take this for a joke. Anthony G. Crotte from Mount Barclay writes in a text message right here. Let me take some calls again from this line. 07709070907. Let me welcome F. Fasama Makel. Good afternoon, sir. I'm watching live from Ghana's area, New Georgia Junction area. Welcome to the next caller. Let's hear you. Caller, welcome. Let's hear you. Hello, caller, you there? Oh, no. I can continue with you that way. The next caller, let's hear you.
Hello.
Hey, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jala. How you doing, sir?
I'm okay, brother.
Yeah, as per the discussion, we told the people for the other station, Joe Booker had no, leadership ability, although he had experience. But experience with ability, I think different thing that he had experience in government, but he didn't learn anything. So as per his administration, we are just seeing another thing going on. It will continue until the end of the regime. So, but I need to offer us, are using security to put our people, even they are going on Capitol Hill, trusting lawmakers. It is wrong. And you fail to know that these are things that are coming bad things up there to, about his government. When investors will see those kind of things happening and they're coming to that brother guy invest. Again, I put them against themselves, also said, I can say for free, but I have nothing to offer us. We will just talk. At the end of the day, if we don't stay, so we stay together, they'll continue on the path until the end of the regime. Thank you.
Thank you. The next caller is here. Let me take you. Welcome. Hello. Welcome. You live. Let's hear you quickly.
Good day, Brother Jara. How are you doing?
Good evening, sir.
My name is William Jackson, calling from Flinders Street.
William Jackson, let's hear you, my brother.
Yes, my brother. It just sad and frustrating this have happened this way, right? But the police went to guard these people in the process. Now, if the police are being tortured by the citizen, why we can't say the truth? Why we can't say the truth? Why we are in the individual, we look at policemen and turn the policeman uniform. That at the end of the day, somebody was beaten by somebody. So is that fair? Why we can't say the truth? Why would the police do bad?
So somebody stone the police officer?
Uniform, yes.
Okay.
But beat on the officer.
Where I want to place outside the chambers because there were two scuffles. One was at a gate and the other one was in the building itself.
They were trying to block them, ain't no like ain't no we want two discussion there, right? It went that way. It went that way. Why the police all be awkward for awkwardness?
But do you know that the police? I'm not aware what you're talking about, but I saw the police officer whose uniform was torn from under the arm and was being put on camera by Representative James Collier at the Capitol building. If someone did that, if someone did that, I deplore that and I speak against it. It is unorthodox. But again, if that happens, sometimes you gotta resort. Look, you have more than 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 police officers there. If one man does something wrong, you can apprehend that man and have him send a court and prosecute that. But they use heavy armed men to beat one man, or 8 men beating one man and beating severely with all bruises coming from blood oozing from his body the way it oozes for him. It's not called for.
But you know, it's impossible for the man you know just be too much like that.
I understand. Right? I know we're talking. No, you must say I said I deploy it if it happened that the guys beat the police officer. Police officer is a human being too. He can feel pain, so there's no way that anybody will just go to the police and start beating him. Man, it's wrong.
I don't know why the citizens always look down at the police officer like that.
Listen, I believe the police officer is a law enforcement person who provides security for you and also save lives and properties. But if there's an unorthodox action that took place against him, I also deploy that. But I'm saying I did not see that. What I saw was some reporting. But I saw this police officer, his shirt was torn under his arm, under the arm. All right, thank you, my brother. Thank you so very kindly, brother. Yeah. The police is a human being too. Even though their boss, Gary Coleman, is a very high-handed man. That everything they were doing before they want to bring it in a civilized police. MPF has gone. That time gone. So now it's a civilized police. Those attitudes people had before then, they're leaving behind. Not time for time. Hello, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, welcome. How are you?
Big brother Jala Emmanuel Grayfield.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon to the Liberian people.
Let's hear you, sir.
Thank you, big brother. This is Fodi Muhammad Kakwe, political engineer, and I join you from Gawa Town at the movement for intellectual exchange. Big brother Jala, I witnessed the scene today at the Capitol building, live on Spoon television. You know, Spoon, we all that thing, but they're very good at distributing this information to Liberian people. They will have their reporters everywhere, in the corner, in the street, whatsoever. So today we were our privilege to have seen most of the things that went on. But unfortunately, I did not see the time this officer who uniform was thrown out. I did not see that part. I only saw James Kohler showing the police officer of a uniform being thrown. So what's the possibility that the officer did not come to the house with a two uniform? Who knows? Who knows whether this officer at the time they were fighting, somebody began coming and then the uniform almost got mad and he got too up. Now somebody jumped on to tear off.
So there's a video I will show here. I will try to show that video. But the other officer the other guy who's the beat in a cabinet building area. That thing is very terrible. Can you imagine?
For that you say in live, I saw that live.
I saw it. If you are not seeing it, I will show it to you.
On one leg.
Yes.
Police officer on one leg.
Yes. So let me, for the sake of the people who are following, if you want to stay on the line, let me just show this video, short video. See this video.
The country is getting bad off.
Just hold on, please. So you see these officers beating that guy. You see this officer beating one man, more than 8 of them, those riot police with batons in their hand, beating this guy like that. That's why he's an animal. You see that? This is terrible. This is terrible. Let me pause it right here. You know, it's not called for. You are armed. You have guns. You have batons. You have pepper spray. You have everything. Just a one-man business. You join that place and beat the man as though he has committed all the worst crime in the whole world. That is Osama bin Laden. You beat him the way you beat him. You saw that? You saw the video, right?
The country is getting worse.
This will stop.
Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
So you see, big brother, I challenge those that say citizens or lawmakers to on the police uniform. I challenge those people.
And I'm not seeing that video. The only thing I saw, the only video I saw was the time the man display himself on the camera and he put his hands up. And the police officer we're talking about, that man, he doesn't look like he's not a riot police.
It's not a riot police. It's just a traffic police. So somebody I challenge anybody, but there's not an issue. You know, the first place, let us understand, the police have any right to go to that place without the full authority of the legislator inviting them. Let us get clear. People, we are witness fight at the parliament in South Africa, in Nigeria, in Ghana. We saw fight in South Africa when Jesus was in the building, in the house, they speak on the speaker. We saw how the EFFL and other lawmakers talking, using words. But we did not see a single police officer going there to say we came to protect the president because they know that place is a different place. What did the police go to do to the Capitol building where without lawmakers having disagreement among themselves? What did the police go to do there? We have to understand this thing. The president must act now. The president must be very swift in handling this matter, or else this matter will go on, it will go out of hand, and the government will just.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. Thanks so very kindly. Let me tell another caller. Hello, welcome you live. Let's hear you from Bits and Pieces platform here. The next caller, are you there? Caller, are you there? Okay, let me take the next one. Hello, welcome you live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jala.
Good afternoon, sir. You sound like a Christian Sebe. Is that Christian Sebe?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Christian, let's hear you.
In this the way in which our country is proceeding, they have a proclivity pushing the country into serious chaos. Like the Supreme Court ruling was very clear.
Okay.
Only of the majority bloc, He said, why the Supreme Court never mentioned it as majority bloc? Well, the Supreme Court said any city that is not in conformity with Article 33 and 49 is ultra-violent, meaning it's unconstitutional. So who is proceeding, illegally? It's a majority bloc. They vanish before the court that, oh, look, but the case should be political rather than be legal. It was ruled out by the same Supreme Court, referencing Article 66. Why should people be doing this? The Supreme Court recognize the speaker. Let us go back and conduct ourselves accordingly. Instead of fighting for power, that does not occur well. Let the lobby running for the majority bloc, see reason to, to work for the interest of the Liberian people.
Segbe, are you there? Christian Segbe is gone. Let's take the next caller here. Welcome to Voice of Liberia, Bits and Pieces.
Hello, this is Alamakuma calling from Sanaya, Galabia.
Okay.
We talk about Gregory Coleman. Gregory Coleman, he's not working. And he have to double up with his work. That some of the things when people doing, the president is different, we can complain on it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, any work that somebody give you, you must be serious about it. Because you're doing your good need in our work, and then you doing pricing good need in our work. And then we don't give you work for your good need.
But the time the man should be doing well, I think he'll be on TikTok, doing one thing in TikTok. And there's a TikTok. I must stand I can't go there. The man's on TikTok every time. He meant to almost more today. You put on TikTok, he dances with police officer there. All the one there.
Because you're not serious for the job. You're doing job for somebody, people. You're doing it for two things. The person that we can ask who do the job here are different things. The person that we say, the person do the job good, or the person not do it good, are the two things there. You see, to contain you. And we talk about people in the country again. Liberia, we don't respect security. We don't respect security. Other countries you will be in or you will go in. When the security do his hand a day, you will go by it. But Liberia will challenge security always. I think the only security they can challenge is the AFL because they don't around too all. You see? So that is the reason.
But the policeman who is been police out for 1 year, you have a class they call class 46 of the police, where they train over 300 and some 50 students, 350 police officers. They are working, and those guys don't have salaries. They have not getting, if them put it on payroll up to this time on a Gregory Coleman. What a modern police is that? It is a gross human rights violation. You violate the rights of these people that they work under the scorching sun, under the rain, and everything. You don't pay them since January. They are not taking pay. All he say was that with the train on George Weah. George Weah came and saw police away. That you put train. That George Weah was there. He came. He saw police our train on Joseph Nyman Parker and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. He maintained and paid them for 6 years. They trained other police officers who stayed in the police for all the years. Now the last batch of police officers were trained before we are left. They graduated from the police academy. They are not from different planet. They are Liberians. Some of them are United Partisans, supporters rather. Because I know the security should be neutral. You don't know them, you just categorize and say they are all United Party citizen people. You can't pay them. The guys, class 46. The guys said they will get in the street very soon. They and their women and their children. Because some of them have been put out of the school, their children have been put out of the school. They cannot afford to pay their rental fees. They can't afford to pay their children's school fees. It is getting tough, but it's still working. For Gregory Coleman to concentrate on that one and talk to the finance ministry to put the people on payroll, he's not thinking about that. But he allowed the finance ministry to score go on him. And that's why I praise the Minister of Finance and the team there, Minister of Finance team, to accept it was that they will put 5,000 police officers on insurance as of January 2025. It's one of the good messages I heard from this government on Gafwan and his team, Bill Mangejus and others. You guys are doing well. They were Gregory Coleman should be forcing, paying attention to. Ensure that the 350 guys who graduated from police academy, they are on salary to benefit from the 5,000 police officers who will be getting insurance benefits. Hello, caller. Welcome.
Jala,
Yes, welcome. How are you?
how you doing, man?
I'm okay, sir.
So, Jala, the whole thing is we need to be sincere to our conscience. Every one of us as Liberians.
Absolutely.
I think hello?
I'm getting it, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think we need to slow down some of the rhetoric. You know, sometimes I can't understand when I listen to people talking about Fonati Kofa removal will bring war in a country. That means the country will not learn lesson in the country, yo.
But man, there'll be no war here. There'll be no war in this country, man. We fell war. We saw war. We ate war.
But then Jala, the point is, you guys that are on the media, you're allow the people then to even make those kind of statement and they go free. So because
let me make a checkpoint right there, right? You heard me rightly when I spoke about Marvin Cole's accession, and I said Marvin Cole doesn't have a gun. You don't need to buy one gunshot. And I talked about the camaraderie amongst the chief of staffs of the army in the West African sub-region.
I listen to you.
Yeah. So if I said those things, it means that no one person has the power to bring war here. It told Ellen Johnson and Charles Ellen almost 1 year planning to bring war here. Yeah. So one man must say and say, "Oh, and you have been war, okay, war that man tell that man Syria."
But Jalao, I can't understand this thing, and I really need you to help me in this process.
What's that, sir?
Because somebody say they don't want you to be speaker for them anymore. People who make you speaker say they want you to be their speaker anymore. That thing will bring public. That thing will bring the country down.
My man, you know, other people can understand things a different way now.
People can understand things in this country too.
Yeah, so if you think that it's not important to you, it's important to other people.
And you know this.
My man, you understand the power of power. You understand the power of power.
Jala,
for you to have power to be taken away from you in that way, it makes people have different way of thinking about it.
Jala, there have been positions that people have voluntarily turned over because they are not their inheritance. And one thing, Jala, my appeal to you and some of your media colleagues, just stop exacerbating this thing. As much as
but the thing is exacerbating itself. How do you say exacerbating it? So what happened on Capitol Hill today? Look, you know what makes the media very powerful? The media is a tool of democracy.
Okay.
So if things are happening on Capitol Hill and the media doesn't report it, how do the people outside there know what's happening there? So it means that when the people fight on Capitol Hill, we just go and put our hand in our chest and sit there and we'll say, we ain't talking song.
So Jala.
No, don't answer me for answer me for the answer your question. So if I'm asking you again.
Yeah.
If there's a rowdy situation, if it's an altercation on Capitol Hill, where police officers are either beating somebody or the lawmakers are fighting each other, they're beating each other. Yeah. So if the media doesn't report it, how do you expect the people to know it?
Okay. So the media at some point will report it, but it will report it then not being biased. Right? Now, if I was in a situation like I was about to say, if I was sitting on a media to speak as a journalist, I would tell people before Fonati Kofa became speaker, his colleagues were the one that elected him to be speaker. And in their own law, it says that they had those people who make the speaker be who he is, have the power. When they have the required amount of number, they have the power to remove him.
Okay.
I will say that. It do not mean it. I will try by all means to be in the middle and not take it.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very kindly. You made your points already. Let me to the next caller. Hello, welcome you live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Emmanuel Tukba from the Veteran Bureau. Is that you?
Intellectual class edition number 14.
Oh, intellectual class edition number 14. Let's hear you quickly. We run out of time.
Thank you, I'm CRC Imana M. Tukbachelian of the Intellectual Class Edition 14. Let me say good afternoon to your listening audience. Naivety is a sickness, it's a traumatic sickness, and I think we will have to call some psychologists to work on others who think that you can just come in a country, you just come in a modern society and do anything you think that it is right, bypassing the rightful ideology of the rule of law. What happened to the bureaucracy? I don't know if it has ever happened in post-war Liberia, or the first president say, which was headed by former President Charles Taylor, if lawmakers were ever brutalized, whenever they gathered to do some parliamentarian, disagreement, Mr. Bwata is running a mafia government, and this is why we not tell the international community. We won Liberia, we saw this coming, we are not surprised, we are not flabbergasted by it. But we want to caution Mr. Bwata that he has to live out his life. As an old person, I believe his life was protected, and so he needs to protect the life of the young people of this generation. He don't need to dump our generation like he did. Because I remember Mr. Bwata, they were young people. They were the ones who jump in the bush. Allegation says he supported the local defense force.
No, let's not go there. There's no proof on that. Let's not go that way. Let's address the issues. Let's address the issue on Capitol Hill, please. Let's go on the issue of the Capitol Hill.
There's a lot of allegations. So, Honorable Yaka Koluba makes such allegations. So, if there's a need for evidence, you should call Mr. Yaka Koluba who said it. But, however, what is happening at the Capitol building should be legislatively engaged. For having steps security to get involved, I think it's absolutely on the rampage. It should never happen under this government that was elected under the mantle of democracy and the rule of law. We believe Mr. Butler should get involved and resolve this country and let our budget reflect the 15 countries. If not, you are preventing some lawmakers. How do you expect these lawmakers to make advocacy for that?
Thank you. Thank you. Emmanuel Toba Jr., thanks a million. This cash giveaway, keep playing it. You can win $3,000 on this Monday afternoon. You can buy a bag of rice. Just add $600 there. You get a bag of rice. Just dial *799* and dial it and hash OK it and play with $100 and get $3,000. It's *799*. You press number 8 and press hash. Then you OK it. Play with $100 Liberian dollars and win $3,000. That's a Voice of Liberia cash giveaway. *799*. Then you press 8 and press hash, and you OK, play with $100 and get $3,000. Now, so send your text messages to 0710-560-560. I'll read them for you. 0710-560-560. I have 5 minutes to interact with you. I will take a break just after the 5 minutes, and the rest of the 5 minutes I play this very good music. Then I'll part company with you. Let me take this one from here. Hello, welcome. You live.
Yeah, brother.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Let's hear you. What is the name?
Let's put them Darcy Masanowski.
Let's hear you, Darcy.
You have better statement, Mariko made. You are trying to go pay a village. I want to go pay the village road.
A village road, buy, eh? When last you in the main village? You live from the same village?
I'm not from there, but I can't guess there. I went there.
What part of the place, main village there?
You know, to be school there. That they put you on the base school there.
What the main village is? What the main village is? What the play name?
I can't recall the name. I tell you for free. I tell you for free. The boy is bad. 1, 2. He out of base school. They get a benefit. So say they will bring war in this country and fire from here. Try it. We will take the street. We will take the girl put up. We'll take the girl seaport. We'll go to the airport.
All right. No time, brother. I need to leave the radio now. 0710. Okay. All right. I think he listening. Maviko is a firebrand, so he can use a lot of comments against other people. So when he use their own too, that's some ever saying it. The man say he called one of your friends. They named Princess. He called me Princess. Let me welcome Charles Sonic 10, watching you from UN Draft. Fatu Sharif, thanks for the good update. Thanks for the good work, Mr. Jala Grayfield. Is Fatu Sharif. Let me do this one. I will take your calls later. Let me just read the few messages coming. Please, I can take call from this number now. I will take 1 or 2 more calls, then I call it quit on this medium. Let me go there now. Let me see. Okay, there's just few of them. Speaker Kofa will not resign. Let people stop thinking about resignation of Speaker Kofa. The anarchic government and the Lithuanian president is not a serious omen. Clarence K. Kiawu said that rather. Those are Ophelia, I'm not getting the basic question or the messages. These are not those who don't have love for this country. Because you're saying that those people don't have love for this country. Thank you, Ophelia Barry. Let me take 2 calls and call it a quickly. 2 more calls, just 30 seconds each. Then I call it a quit. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening, people of Jara.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, sorry for the poor quality of the phone today. This is Joseph B. Nimle, and I call from Mount Barker to be precise.
All right, Mr. Nimle.
On the Anthony Weather Avenue.
Please, let's hear you.
People of Jara, thank you for the show. And thank you. I always disagree with you when you are on the ERBC, but you always host me. Thank you, people.
Okay.
For it's too sad for me to see a lawmaker think that they will bring war in this country, and today they prove it. You see,
they prove it.
Yeah, they prove it. Yeah, they prove it.
How they prove it, huh?
Thank you. I saw.
You have 30 seconds, so we don't have time. Go ahead.
You listen to me?
Yeah.
I saw dating people breaking the chair, breaking table. That rebel behavior there.
So that they war there, right?
Yes.
Isn't that a good war and they go into the bushes and bring war? Because legislative politics, you expect all of these things. So you not see parliament in around the world. The guys will take bunches and break it and knock on each other's head.
People are watching.
Yeah, my man. So that one is better. I want better than going to the bush to bring war, my man. Even though I don't support this kind of disorderly conduct, but again, if it reaches a point where you cannot control your feelings, you must go against a friend too.
People of Jara, listen to me, please. That process, the other parliament you are talking about, that people want to economy already blew me. The man that blew economy, what is talking today, for them to even try to put something good in the education sector, nothing there, no good budget. In the health sector, there is no good budget. But our people, anytime you see, look at the way people destroy what they go down. Maybe Kone went over again, broke all the chairs over the house of legislators, still looking at that. So again, you see the people breaking the money, the breaking chairs.
Thank you.
People are there to conclude, please, to conclude. I beg you, do not say that Navy Kone do not have money to buy ammunition. They have money. They have money.
I want to see that one.
They can go, you can go back. They never you can go back and go out apple with bombs. They will break them in again.
I like that. I let it in the answer from viewer size, man. I love the viewer size. I let it side attraction. Everybody had their own to say. And it's the only place you can express an opinion, void of any sanctioning of your views.
You open door, you made a way. Make my enemy caliphate. They want to wallow down me. I listen people not saying.
Again, the cash giveaway on Voice of Liberia comes on very shortly. Just dial *79 and star and dial 8 and hash OK8. Play with $100 Liberian and win $3,000. It's *799 star. Dial number 8 and OK and that's hash rather. So it's *79 and star. Dial number 8. After you pull hash and you OK, win $3,000 by playing over $100.
Download your favorite song at originalhits.com.
Pepe can go. Le pape said no one to do it. Do. Clipper can rock you. Lepe when you coming true. I can see. All the good God do for me, oh. Papa, your blessing to plant me and I get cut out to You open door, you made a way. Make my enemy caliphate. They wanna wallow down me. I listen people not saying. Me only used to tell me telling me okay, congratulations. The opening corridor for me to pass. When you said the full say congratulations. See how you turn it around for good from the way to farewell. Congratulations. The grace I carried and on your head, the church and do well. Congratulations.
Oh yes, the grace I carry is that I'm making. The church politics can do it the way they want to do it.
Congratulations. Yeah, all my kids they wanting me for. All of my Kenya give it to God. They think you love to you love follow my mom. Les papi la zoba. Les pala tunku tuku. Si le tina do. Tell her to say we not doing so. Me I got pepe. Tempu tuku. You turn it around for me. When all of them were looking down on me. Clipper you still a show. Your umpa you slow but sure. Let me at your day, tell me yes sir. Used to put your level, tell me what's that. Lick better than plan on your dream. Papa, I do as you say. Hey, y'all can see. All the good God I do for me, oh. Papa, your blessing to plant me and I get cut to oh. You open door, you made a way. Make my enemy talent fail. They wanna wallow down me. I listen people not saying. Me only used to tell now they telling me okay, congratulations. The opening corridor for me to pass. When you said the full say congratulations. See how you turn it around for good from the way to farewell. Congratulations. The grace I carried and on your head, the church and do well. Congratulations.
Download your favorite song at originalhits.com.
You made a way.
And that's how going this beautiful morning, afternoon, or Monday evening rather. Where you listening from? It's a morning, it's a morning afternoon, or Monday evening. We say welcome to the show. That's how Tickman has it. And the nations have the day. My name is Jala Emmanuel Griffith III. And the nations have the day. Remember Jala Griffith chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk and now shall we fight. Let's talk and talk and talk and now shall we fight. Fighting shall never be our portion. Nobody's going by the boot war. Nobody's going back in the war days. Better say the people in Bonkane coming Kalufagala. Me snake and laugh. Have you ever seen a snake laugh before? It never laughs. When it laughs, you want to bite. Or you coming Kiang Balakuli. It's a drop of a Kenya. Small boy can't do it, the big man can't do it. It is difficult to carry on a rainy day, and they also difficult to carry on a hot day.
I'm feeling the vibes with originalhits.com.
Me P, producer.
And these are the teams that opens and closes the show. Have a good day from Liberia. I'll see you when you see me again.
Liberia is flying all the time.